Hello and welcome. Congratulations to Dragon for being first today. Good luck next time, everybody. And welcome in Global. Oh, and hello there, Gameplay. How is everybody doing today? I'm still riding the high of the new model debut yesterday, which I'm very happy with this model. I'm very happy with this model. See, look at that. I got a light little bit. Okay. See, this is one of the things that I was aware of going into having a PNG remix model. I knew that the performance of PNG, and it froze. Okay. I know what the problem is. I understand what the issue is with this program. One, it's probably not the most well written and well maintained option out there in terms of handling models like this. I mean, it's cool, and I do appreciate that somebody is out there doing it, working on it, so that I can have a model like this for sure. But I think there might be a little bit too much in the way of, how do you say, physics points in this model, like how many different spots there are that are moving around, or how many bits are bouncing, so on and so forth. Maybe my computer just can't handle this. Maybe it might just be my computer. I don't know. I'm gonna take a while to look into this. We'll figure out what the issue is. We'll figure it out, and we will adjust. We have a couple options in terms of what we can do to make it a little bit smoother and try and not have such an issue with this model in PNG Remix, and we're going to investigate. So, okay. So the model reveal was really good yesterday. I also really enjoyed the cooking portion yesterday. Because I pretty much always enjoy the cooking portion because I enjoy cooking. So what are we doing? No, wait, hold on. I'm mixing up my bits. We are specifically, what am I doing? Yes, we're talking about the cooking. So there are no leftovers. Everything that I cooked yesterday has already been consumed. There is nothing left. It all got eaten. It was that good. I'm happy to report. It held really well. It was really good leftovers today. And actually, I think I forgot to post a picture of it in my food channel in the Discord. Note to self, take care of that during the first ad break tonight. Now, we do have another cooking stream coming up on this upcoming Sunday. I'm trying to transition to having a cooking stream every Sunday. I'm going to see if I can maintain that pace, but I do want to. I want to maintain that pace because I enjoy cooking with everybody. I find that to be fun and enjoyable. And lastly, the farmer will be replaced. I like that game because I like programming games. In addition to liking programming games, I like automation games. So that is a fun game to me. I probably need to stop overthinking what's going on in the game though. Like, it's actually using Python-esque code to get things done, which, okay, I know Python. I've been using that for a very long time. I know I know a lot of the bits and pieces with that, and I'm probably just overthinking it and treating this fun game like actually writing code, and I'm just getting in my own way. I'm getting in my own way, and we're gonna tone it down a little bit the next time that we play the game. Just have fun with it. That's all I need to do. I just need to go in and have fun with it. Yes. Okay. So, one quick thing that I want to talk about before we get into whatever it is that I'm doing tonight. I'm breaking out paint for this. There we go. Hold on. The text field. Yes. Punishment stream game ideas. There we go. I have been... Okay, that was a little bit... Okay. That was a little bit odd. Welcome in, Grimoire. I don't understand why the redeem to shave away my beard also got rid of all the text that was inside of Microsoft Paint. That was... If it's a punishment stream, then keep the beard off. That's not how punishment streams work, Grimoire. That's a little bit different. Hold on, punishment stream game ideas. I have been going through and thinking about what game I should do for my 300 follower punishment stream. Now, for the past two punishment, thank you for the Hydrochroma. For the one, thank you for the Hydrochroma. For the 100 and the two, thank you for the Hydrochroma. For the 100 and the 200 punishment stream, I did Halo Reach, because Halo Reach is definitely a game that I'm okay at. I'm not very good at first-person shooters, so I could guarantee that there would be an amount of in-game deaths due to my lack of skill. So that was interesting, but I'm wanting to change it up ever so slightly, and I've been poking around with crowd control to see if there is a game that I could substitute in for Halo Reach, and right now I have three options. RV there yet, and Celeste, and Mega Bonk. These are all possibilities that I am considering for my next punishment stream, because each one of these games are a game that I am not very good at. And it definitely has to be a game that I'm not very good at, so that I struggle a little bit. Repo? Okay. I can add Repo to that. I'm very familiar with Repo, and is it Community? Now that's an interesting point. I would like to do hold on. What's the right phrasing for this? I was under the impression, because I would love to sabotage. Hold on. Grimoire, are you asking if... Are you suggesting that the Repo punishment stream be something that other people could join? Or things like you guys spawn in extra monsters and make it more difficult for me in an attempt to get me to spin the wheel? Because I absolutely considered the second one. Both? Okay. It's on the list. There we go. These are all games that I am okay at best. Am I particularly good at any one of these games? I don't think so. But that's kind of the point. A punishment stream is something that I need to struggle through a little bit, and there needs to be a way for you guys to interact as well. All of these games have crowd control, but if it ends up being Repo, I can just use chaos tricks instead, like spawning in a bunch of monsters, reducing my health, so on and so forth. And to throw you in the pit till we get the waxing redeem. The waxing redeem is going to be on the wheel at this point. I think that would be a good thing. I can very easily talk to Moy about getting that added to this model. I think I could probably find a nice sound bite of a wax strip tearing off to accompany it. So I've thought this through. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So I'm going to be putting together a vote in the Discord after stream tonight to vote on which game I should do for the punishment stream. Because these are all options that I've considered so far. But if anyone has any other game ideas for something that I could do, please go ahead and let me know, because I'm still exploring. I will not be able to hit the punishment stream during April like I initially wanted to do, but we're gonna do it soon. I don't want to delay this too much longer than I already have, but we've just been jam-packed with everybody having some kind of event over the last while. A few weeks, at least. Maybe the past month. So, what are we doing today? By the way, when is the punishment stream? I'm trying to get it done within the next couple weeks. We have something booked for this Sunday, but if I were to do a week from Sunday, and what day of the week is it? What date is that? Maybe May 10th, tentatively. I think a Sunday would be a good opportunity for the punishment thing, because it would allow more people to be able to pop in throughout that time, especially if I start early in the day than my normal stream. So tentatively May the 10th, but we still have to figure out the details on that.
Wake your ass up because it's time to go beast mode.
Holy, look at that. Look at that. Chad Nova. Chad Lulu. I meant Chad Lulu. I meant Chad Lulu. How you doing today, Nova? We were just discussing potential games that I could do for my 300 follower punishment. Why the hell did... But Repo was just up. Did I not actually put Repo on the list? I may have not actually put Repo on the list just now. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'll be putting a vote together after stream tonight. We'll let it run for like a week or so, and then I'll organize it, put it together, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So, what do we have going on today? Today, we're jumping back into X4 Foundations. I realized, because it's been a couple weeks since I played the game, that there's a lot of the map that we still haven't actually unlocked. Like, if I were to jump into the game right now and show you the map, you would think, oh my gosh, what do you mean you haven't unlocked all of the map? There's so many bits of space available. To which I would say, nuh-uh, there's a lot more. Wait, can I actually... Nuh-uh. Nope, see, this is the best kind of head shake that I can do right now. No, whole body head shaking right there. God damn, that's impressive. So, we're going to jump into X4 tonight with the focus of exploration. Ah, headphones, why are you all the way over there? Okay. So, let me just swap over to the game. I'll turn on the space radio before we jump into things. And switch over here. Paint is turned off. Turn on the space radio. And we're just gonna have a little bit of fun with it tonight. OBS, are you gonna capture that or what? Come on now. Hey, there we go. Okie dokie. So let's find out where I am in the galaxy. I frankly don't know. It's been a couple weeks since I played the game. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, there we go. I have my HOTAS toggle turned on now, baby. There we go. I felt like I played enough space games that I could very easily warrant getting the HOTAS toggle just so that we could use it on stream like this. And this is the exact model of HOTAS that I am using, actually. I think it's the Logitech G52X, if I remember correctly, but it doesn't actually say it right on top of the thing. Oh, Logitech X52. It's on the side there. There we go. Okie dokie. So, if I were to show you the entirety of the map that I have unlocked, it looks like I have a good portion of the map unlocked, but I respond to you, no, I don't really have that much of the map unlocked. There is a decent portion of the map that is simply, I simply haven't visited yet. Now, where am I? I'm all the way over here in Trinity Sanctum. That's okay. We're gonna just... Here. This is where we're gonna start. We're gonna go over to... We're gonna go over to Haywa's Twin 1 first. I'm pretty sure Haywood's Twin 1 and Haywood's Twin 2 are only connected by this very short gate. But we're gonna go and see if there are any other jump gates in Haywood's Twin 1, 2, and then we'll pop over to 3 because it's very unlikely that they only had one portion of the hexagon available over here. If I had to guess, there's another sector of space right here that I just have not explored yet. So let's head on over here. This is the focus tonight. I want exploration. And between bouts of exploration, we will of course be keeping on the Space Empire, making sure that our passive income is good, making sure that new factories are spawning, because I've got like 212 million space bucks to keep me going right now. It's pretty good. It's not great yet, because honestly, I don't even have my own shipyard yet. What's that? You didn't know that I could have a shipyard and I could make my own ships without having to pay exorbitant prices to everybody else? It's true. I can do that. But the reason that I haven't done that yet is because it's really goddamn expensive it's really expensive to buy a shipyard. Like, I think the medium small ship fabrication bay is somewhere in the order of 136 million space bucks, and that's only taking into account the single production module that actually creates ships. You still have to buy ship blueprints for.
We need to perform a transfer.
Okay, what are we transferring? Transfer it.
Great
Okay.
work.
36 million. I didn't even remember having that mission be in progress, but I will absolutely take the 36 million if you're handing it out. Thank you, good sir. And thank you, me of 2 weeks ago, just making sure that I did the thing. Yes, that sounds right. Oh, welcome in, Axis. How are you doing today? Axis, a thing of interest to you. Let me just swap over here. Whip out paint again real quick. There we go. Earlier on stream, I was floating which games I could potentially do for a punishment stream in a couple weeks, because I still have to do the 300 follower punishment stream. And some of the options that I've considered right now are RV There Yet, Megabonk, Repo, and Celeste. Because I know that you play Celeste a lot. Celeste Vanilla is too kind to be a punishment? Really? I thought Celeste was a difficult game based on what you said about it. Is that too easy of a game? I actually have to struggle a little bit if it's a punishment stream. It's not that I want to struggle, but that's kind of the point. It is the hardest game anyone can beat. Hold on, what was my question? Is the game too easy? I asked, is the game too easy? And you said, it is too easy. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we may have to take it off the list. I mean, I considered it as an option because when I was looking through crowd control earlier, which the crowd control Twitch integration, it would allow you guys to interfere with me on the map. Like, oh, the entire map now has ice physics, so you're slipping and sliding around. Or, oh, hey, you didn't want to actually jump, did you? Because we're taking away your stamina for X amount of time, or so on and so forth. But if Celeste is wait, in crowd control Celeste, and it does not seem fun. But it's a punishment stream, so isn't that kind of the point of the punishment stream, to not have a good time and to struggle? I mean, if I wanted to just play Celeste because I wanted to play Celeste, that's one thing. What is this guy to Talati? What are you doing over here? Okay. Well, we're just going to ignore that guy for right now. What I'm here to do... Oh. Which button was it? It's over on the throttle. This one? Yes, there we go. I need... If the streamer isn't having a good time, there's no point in watching the stream. Okay. I gotcha. I need to do a long-range scan. Because after we get through the long-range scan, we need to figure... I mean, I could easily pull up a third-party tool just to go and see where any other jump gates exist in the space. But honestly, I don't necessarily want to do that. Where's my other ship, by the way? I told it to fly over here. Where are you? Sir, reveal your location to me. You are taking your time, my good sir. Actually, you're right there? Okay. Okay. Then if you're flying over here, I'm gonna go rescue. I don't remember telling you to go rescue people, but please go ahead and continue doing that. No, you're over here. You failed to rescue people, son of a bitch. Okay. I'm gonna teleport to my medium ship. And I'm teleporting to my medium ship just in case. I don't necessarily want to... What is this? Okay, you. Dock and wait. I need that small fast ship just in case.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. Alright, Daddy's back. I am taking over this. I am taking back over this ship. There we go. Also, Celeste is absolutely difficult. The game, it has nothing punishing outside of that difficulty. No walks of shame, no death scenes, just game, and that is why it's a masterpiece of gameplay. Okay. It appears that I simply misunderstood what Celeste was then. Okay. Right. Stop flying. Stop flying. We need to let the tiny ship land on top of us and dock on us for right now. There we go. See, that is the ship that we were inside of a moment ago, and it is so tiny compared to this nice medium-sized ship that we're dealing with right now. There we go. Okay. So now that I'm over in this ship, we'll just fly over to the Haywas Twin 2. I don't remember if... Oh. Hold on now. We actually have to use the accelerator in Haywas Twin 1 to get to Haywas Twin 3. Now that's a little bit surprising, but I do see that there's an accelerator over here in Haywas Twin 3 that, based on its positioning, is probably going to pop us up over here. Not quite north, but above the Haywas Twin area. So let's go ahead and do that. In my first playthrough, I died exactly 1,000 times. God damn. That is a lot of in-game deaths. Holy. But Celeste is a very difficult precision platformer based on what I was looking at earlier this morning, so that makes sense. Alright, let's go over to Haywas Twin 2 for a second. Ah, not what I wanted. I wanted to start guidance.
Autopilot engaged.
However, a death in Celeste costs you 0.66 seconds of not being able to play the game. If you're able to die and resurrect that quickly, it feels like it would probably take a long time to make any progress in the game, especially on a punishment stream where you would have to spin the wheel every time that you died in game. Anyways, time to enter the lab in Factorio. Good luck with your Factorio run, Axis. And hello there. Hello, the gameplay. What is this emote? I think I've seen you. Oh, big finish. Okay. I gotcha. Alright, so every time? At bare minimum, every 10 for a spin? Okay. I hear you. Okay. I will keep this in mind, and I will still... I'm probably still going to put it on in the vote in the Discord. Let's see. The Colossus? No, I don't really need the Colossus right now. While I'm flying over to the next area, what I want to do is take a look at the food ration factor that we've got going on. Go ahead and pop open the logical overview. I can see... Oh. This looks a little bit different. I don't remember having this extra production column over here on the right the last time that we were in the game, and I don't remember switching to the 9.0 beta for the game either. I don't know why this is over here, but if they just want to change up the how you call it, why am I blanking on this? If they just want to change up the UI and how it works, then I'm perfectly okay with that. So the problem is we don't have nearly enough medical supplies to sustain our workforce. And if we can't sustain our workforce, then the production that we're going to have coming out of the production that we're having coming out of our production modules is going to be less. It's not going to be below stock value for the module, but it won't get that nice sweet bonus either. I need 52 yellow science assemblers for my science per minute. Oh my god. Yellow was pretty far up the list, wasn't it? Okay. Game is paused. We're saving because we are on ad break. I'm going to take a second to stretch it out, grab something to drink, but I will be right back with you. Okie dokie, what a fantastic stretch break. And I'm really making an effort to make sure that I hydrate more properly on stream, because quite frankly, I just kind of forget about what's going on when I'm on stream and when I'm focused on my game. Welcome back from Agile, everybody. I was just saying that I need to put more effort into staying properly hydrated on stream. I think during the entire six-ish hour stream yesterday, I barely had 20 fluid ounces of water. That's unacceptable. That is nowhere near enough hydration for somebody like me. I need way more than that. Where am I? Oh, that's right, I'm over here. So, switch to long range scan. Make sure that I'm properly pointed out into the void. Okay. Fire it up. Now, off the top of my head, I don't remember if there's actually another jump gate connected to this sector space, but frankly, that doesn't matter because we're just doing a wee bit of the exploration tonight. Like, we've got a sunrise flower farm. We've got a quantum tube factory. Both useful, but not for what I'm trying to do. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty well, Nova. I'm a little bit busy, but I'm doing well. I'm enjoying I really like the design of this new model. I think this model design fits me and what I've become, or what I've turned into streaming wise, way more than my old one does. And it's not like I think my old design is bad necessarily, but I think it no longer reflects what I do on stream anymore. And because of that, it was definitely time to change things up, to get more into alignment. So that's what we did, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. There will be an adjustment period, of course, with PNG Remix. We're gonna have to figure out a few things. Like, at least for this week, I'm going to turn off the cup model because, well, I wanna use this model this week. Once a week has passed, we'll turn on the cup switch just so that people can go out and use that, put me in the cup, so on and so forth. But thankfully, I've already built 2 parts of yellow signs because I went to space already. Hold on. Are you doing a base game Factorio session, Axis? Or is this Space Age DLC? Space Age. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, I got you. Alright, well, while we're flying over to the area of space that we're in, I was taking a look at my food ration factory, specifically popping down over here. I have not played the normal game since buying Space Age. That is quite understandable. I mean, if you have Space Age and you can go ahead and do Space Age, why would you go back to vanilla unless you... Hold on. Are there any Space Age DLC achievements for Factorio? It's been a while since I played through it on stream, and I actually don't remember if there are any for that.
Autopilot disengaged.
Okay, I need medical supplies. Arcana. Reduce per hour. Need 38. Let's just make sure that there are 1,000 here at all times. Go ahead and purchase 1,000. The food ration factory is being sold only to me right now. That's very good. Now, something that I actually want to do is I want to go over and look at the food ration factory. I think I can't... What's this lock feature? Oh, it's a lockbox. I don't care about the lockboxes. Also, I'm on peaceful mode. The biters exist, but they don't attack unless you attack them first. But science cost is 5 times more. That seems like a pretty fair trade-off to me. I mean, I understand the difficulty of wanting to have enemies in the game specifically so that you could use your military upgrades and wares on them. Yes, blasting bugs is a lot of fun in that, but at the same time, if you just want to focus on the factory and enjoy the factory, then go ahead and do that for sure. So what I'm thinking I want to do is I would like to purchase 10 small trading ships and assign them to the food ration factory here. Oh, that's right. You guys are just over here doing whatever. Not that. Argon Wharf. Go ahead and purchase. Small. I'm pretty sure it was Courier Vanguards that I wanted because they had the 1960 cubic meters of container storage. Like, if I compare that, that's only 1,000. I'm sure it has some other kind of trade-off, but we'll go ahead and just take this. Did I have a preset? The cheap one? Nah, I'm not going to cheap out on these. So, combat engines are good. Thrusters, go ahead and have combat thrusters. Shield generators, don't cheap out on those. Weapons? Yeah, we should give them a weapon just because it's a good idea to have a weapon. Now, they're very limited on what kind of weapons they have, but I'll go ahead and slap a little baby beam emitter on them just so that they aren't defenseless. Okay. Software. Pay for the docking, light, scanner. Okay, that's fine. Now this is where we're going to actually have laser towers associated with these guys. Go ahead and give them 15 laser towers each. I don't really trust them with mines because I think, quite frankly, I'm guessing they would end up just blowing themselves up. But go ahead and top off the... Okay! Oh, that's what I forgot to do. There we go. Now we should be throwing at me in the corner instead of where I was on the other scene. Welcome in, Arcos. How are you doing today? Okay, yep, there it is. Okay, we're good now. I found out after using the tits throwing system for like a year that you could have multiple scenes. I did not know that. I really didn't. It was probably right there in front of me the whole time, but I'm sure I just threw it together and then just never looked at it again. Okay, need a pilot for sure. We need 3 service crew to help keep the ship in shape. How are you doing today, Arcos? Yeah, just go ahead and have the default. That's fine. I will save this loadout is testing, food, medical, supplier. There we go. All right, 700,000 each. Go ahead and buy 10. Go ahead and buy 10? Go ahead and buy 20. I'm okay with 20 because we also have the medical supply factory in the same sector of space, and I want to make sure that they're doing exactly what I want them to do. The usual tired you. It's the usual for me. I'm always busy. I never have enough time to do the things that I want to do. Except when I'm on stream. Then I can just relax on stream and have fun with you guys. Now, there is an interesting thing that I posted in the Discord the other day. It looks like the game Star Miner is going to be released closer to the end of the month. Yes, it's being released in early access, but I'm looking forward to it. I think that's going to be a rather interesting space game. A little bit different from what we normally play, but I'm excited about this one. I've been keeping an eye on this for a while now. Let's see. Okay, you are purchasing, you are building my little tiny baby ships. That's good. And what I was doing over in this that's right, we're focusing on exploration tonight. So let's go ahead and give this a light turn. Drop into long-range scanning mode. Fire up the scan. There has to be some kind of gate over here. I saw that. It does seem like it'll be worth a look. I heard, and this is one of the features about Star Miner that I'm interested in. I heard that as you build up your, I don't know, is fleet the right word for Star Miner? I don't know yet. But as you build up your mining operation, the game will scale enemy attacks based on how big of a mining operation you have. So if you overstretch yourself a little bit and don't have a good fortified defense set up ahead of time, you're just going to get steamrolled and punished for being too greedy. I'm very curious in that. Okay, what do we got? We've got factory, the factory. Come on now. Don't you tell me, game, that there is not another jump gate over here. I refuse to believe it.
Autopilot engaged.
Let's see. What is this? Oh, damn. That is some unfortunate news that I just got notified about. I mean, nothing to do with me specifically, but it looks like the voice actor who does the voices of, let's see, what was it? Lenny, Mr. Burns, Duffman, and Abe Simpson has passed. Name of, what is that? Benoit Rousseau. If I'm spelling that correctly, or pronouncing that correctly rather, that's a shame. Yep. That is an iconic voice right there. All of them. Lenny as well. Lenny is an iconic voice in The Simpsons. Has been for a very long time. Rest in R.I.P. Rest in peace. See, these are the kind of news alerts that I get all day. I don't get interesting things. I just get celebrity death notifications. The algorithm has decided that is what I'm going to get. And I do want to be informed about these kind of things when they... There we go. There it is. There was another super highway over here. Couldn't trick me, game. Couldn't trick me. I can fly over there, actually. So by now... Yeah, there we go. We got a lot of couriers up and running. So I told it to go ahead and print me off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and grab half of them. Swap over to this sector of space. Argos, I'll see your message in a moment. I just want to assign these real quickly. We'll deal with renaming them in a moment. Raid for Commander. The medical supply factory doesn't have any. Now that's a bold move. Why would I do that? Oh well. Okay. Trade for Commander. Yes. Then I also wanted to go down, grab the rest of the couriers, and... Food ration factory? Yes. Raid for Commander. Jump up here. There we go. Okie dokie. It'll be a balancing tightrope. It feels like every space game out there has a degree of balance on a tightrope that is a very difficult thing to do. I'm not at all saying that I could manage that myself. I'm sure that I would what's the right word? Fumble it. I'm positive that I would fumble it if it were up to me. So I'm really hopeful about Star Miner though. depending how things go, it's entirely possible that I'll actually be able to stream the game on launch day, which would be a Wednesday, very outside of my normal streaming schedule, but I would make an exception.
Entering
Make an exception for that game,
the Cove.
given the circumstances. Okay, let's see. I don't. Hold on. What was that blue line? I saw that blue line just now. Design made using only wooden power poles. Now to check if it worked. Wooden power poles? Oh, that's right, for electricity in Factorio. I'm so rusty on Factorio. It took me a hot second to realize what you were saying there, Axis. I mean, it's not like wooden power poles would actually limit the amount of power that can flow through your electrical network. It's just that you have to have way more wooden power poles to because they have a short range on them. Okay, let's see. Is this what I want to do, actually? I'm not positive that this is what I want to do. Oh, there we go. I could make sure that they only move specifically things that I want them to. Okay, hold on. This would be worth looking at. It's going to be a real pain in the ass to do this for all 20 ships, but we're going and trying something right now. Okay. There's got to be a more efficient way to do this. I only want you trading food rations. Nothing more. Food rations only. There we go. Go ahead and copy this name. Okay. So that's the food ration production facility. Small container trader number 1. Okay. Let's knock this out 10 times. Would you like to see the design after I finish testing it? Yes, I would. I still have an interest in Factorio. I'm absolutely still on board with Factorio, and in fact, now that I am starting to transition to a 4-day streaming schedule, I'll actually have a little bit of time during the week to play games that I want to play off stream, but just have not had the time for. Like, what's a good example of one? I'm pretty sure that I've had Black Myth Sun Wukong in my Steam library for at least 2 years at this point, and just have not touched it. I heard that it was a really good game. I bought it a long time ago. I wanted to play it, but then, 2 years passed. It's a little bit scary how that can happen, actually. It's when you're not paying attention that it'll get you. 6. There we go. Wow. Rename. Nine and God, I told you to get renamed, idiot. Rename to 10. Okay. Now these guys are going to go ahead and try and do the default behavior of the ship is currently determined by its commander. There are no active orders in the queue. Okay, that's that. What did I even touch that would change my expression? The hotkey, AFK back later. See you in a bit, Arcos. The hotkey for changing my expression is hold Alt and press 1. And I chose that because there is no reason to be pressing Alt most of the time in a game. So I have no idea why it did that just now. There we go. Why are you trying to sell energy cells, my guy? What are you trying to sell? Selling energy cells, okay. What about you? You're unlocking. What about you? What are you selling? Okay. Also, only using yellow belts because the really high demand stuff was already made. What do you mean by really high demand stuff? I don't follow exactly what you're telling me there. Take a look at the food ration factory. Pop open the logical overview real quick. Let's see. Energy cells? Yep. You can go ahead and sell off the excess. Meat. We are selling off the excess. we are bringing extra meat in. That's good. Spices. We have some more coming in. Very good. Medical supplies. Enough has come in. There we go. That is bumping up our workforce. Lovely. Food ration factory. There we go. The small container trader can already hold 1960. That's a very good thing. We're going to start offloading these and get them moving to various parts of the galaxy. Now, if I were to go ahead and drop in and take a look at what we actually have going on over here, the plan build for this looks like... Okay, yep. There are the 3 food ration productions. There's the container. There's the habitat. I think that's all good. Okay. Then we can go ahead and drop off the upgrading tag for that. So... there we go. Okay. LDS takes so much copper and steel. Blue circuits take a flood of green circuits, but I made those elsewhere. If I remember correctly, Axis, wasn't it yellow belts are tier 1, red belts are tier 2, and blue belts are tier 3, at least in vanilla Factorio? I would imagine that in Space Age there are additional tiers available to you. Oh, go ahead and turn off the trade menu. I would definitely get flooded by the amount that's going on over here. Okay. We've got... yeah, we're fine on trading spots. There's enough over here. Yellow, red, blue. Okay. Green was at the top. Not okay. Noted. Gotcha. Okay. At some point, I'm actually going to actually have to start doing stuff in my other trading posts, because well, this one's gotten a lot of attention, but there's other trading posts to do stuff with. Like, I have 4 trading posts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But only one is getting a significant amount of attention from me right now. No time like the present. Let's go ahead and see where's trading at post number 2. What do you have going for you right now? Take a look. Nothing's going to happen unless I do it. We have a decent amount of stuff coming in. Okay, that's good. Inside of here, we have the Quantum Tube Factory. That's fine. How am I doing on hull parts? I have 1 hull part factory. Let's go ahead and do another hull part factory then. And hull parts, if I remember correctly, are graphene and refined metal. So if I go ahead and take a look at the trading outpost, we have a ton of graphene. We have enough hull parts coming in from somewhere else, but refined metals are a little bit slower than I expected them to be coming in, actually. Hardly matters to me, though. We're going to go ahead and create a new factory over here for hull parts, because hull parts are always going to be needed, always and forever. For that, though, it's a half hour, so I have to save. There we go. I'm going to save, I'm gonna hydrate, and I have a little after dinner mint that I'm gonna go ahead and pop in. There we go. You know what? Does anybody off the top of their head know the difference between red and green mints? I would assume that one of them is pepper and one of them is spear. And now that I'm saying it out loud and talking myself through it, I have to imagine that red is peppermint and green is spearmint. That simply, how do I say, makes sense to me. Where am I? Also, I do not have automated blue belts, and I am not going to. Wait, you don't have a production line that's just creating blue belts at all times? Okay. I mean, if you're happy with the red belts and they're getting the job done, then why am I flying all the way up like the... Oh my goodness. You step away for 20 minutes to poke around in the menus, and suddenly you're way the hell up in the middle of nowhere. Well, we'll just point ourselves in the right direction. Swap over to our long-range scanning mode, and see. There's gotta be something in this set. I'm too far away to see. Okay, noted. Then we're gonna just fly over to the middle of the galaxy. Group 3. No, I wanted auto fly. There we go. Yeah, why would I need them? I will make green belts when I go to Volcanus in like 10 hours of gameplay. Gotcha. Wait, don't... Wouldn't the green belts require blue belts to be made? Or as an ingredient for making the green belts? Because wasn't pretty much every transporter belt in Factorio dependent on the previous iteration of it as an ingredient? Trading outpost 2. That's right, I'm going over here. I'm imagining a plot. I think my go-to is for yeah, let's go ahead and make a big one. I can easily afford to make a big plot of space. Doesn't matter. $500,000? Don't care. Do it. Right over here. There we go. Would like to purchase the license for that? Yes, okay. Where is... There's the superhighway. Okay. So we're just gonna slap in this plan. Make sure that we adjust the location of this to be right in the center. There we go. Okay. Pull that right back to the side. Okay, it's right up against the edge. So what I need to do for this one is... Go ahead and take a look at the hull part. What does that look like? It looks like that shape. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I don't want to put it right there, though. What I'd rather do is... Well, I'd like to move that out of the way. Then I'm going to go ahead and have...
Autopilot. Disengage.
2, 3, 4. We're going to go ahead and give this a nice, simple rotation. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and rotate it on the red. Nice and vertical. Pop it right there. Go ahead and confirm the changes. Save my progress. That's good. Fit. Yes. Okay, there we go. We have 4 of those, easy peasy, ready to go. Now, normally I probably wouldn't put any special kind of defense on a station like this, but this is a little bit close to an area of space that I would like to... Well, I'd actually like to keep my my station secure and not attacked by pirates all the time, so I'm actually going to put a defense disc on this one. Go ahead and slap a habitation module on there. We're absolutely going to need it. Go ahead and confirm the changes. Looking good, looking good. But we're not done, because I'm gonna copy, set it down. Down. Sir, please cooperate with me. Okay. Come on. Copy. Yes. One more. Just damn it. Stop doing that. Quit deleting the pieces, you annoying little prick. Okay. Save every time. I don't care. I'll do it. Okay. And in terms of, you know, not that, but not processing, go ahead and slap a singular defense disc on there. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make the defense disc. There we go. Okay. The defense disc is a little bit expensive, but I'd much rather have this than not have it. Edit the layout? Yeah, go ahead and edit. There it is. Okay. We have quite a few rather, things available to us in here. We have 4 large, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a nice 3-to-1 large plasma versus large beam. And these ones? I'm okay. Wait, what? Oh, you didn't give it I didn't give it a shield. Of course. Of course it's gonna be a little bit funny then. For these ones, let's go ahead and do a nice healthy mix of bolt and flak. A nice 2-to-2 split, actually. There we go. Go ahead and slap that in as well. Got flak here with a shield. And on the other side, we got flak as well. There we go. A nice coverage. Will this be a little bit costly to us? Yes. I can easily afford the cost, though. Alright. How bad's the cost? Let's see. It's going to be... Come on. Promise Factory. Info. Oh, it's not even 15 million money. We're gonna make our money back quite easily on that actually. So we'll go ahead and rename that to what have I been calling these? F Hull Part Factory 2 Part 2 04 What? Okay, it's fine. And 000 work in progress. It is a new factory that we're doing. However, it's not actually started running yet because I have to jump over into the plan build. We have to assign a builder to it. Anybody, I will pay you good credits for this. Don't know anything about them. I don't know their loadouts. You have 144? You. Pay for it. Make it happen. Then just go down to construction trades. Who cares? Give them 15 million bucks. Make it happen. Okay. Because I will not, but I will do that on Vulcanus, and it's very easy there. Because once you get to Vulcanus and build it there, you can just place some foundries down, and boom, unlimited belts if you can provide a lubricant and circuits for the splitters, of course. I mean, based on... Wake up, model. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's a little bit odd. Hello? Yep. Ah, there goes the beard. Okay. Welcome in, Javi. How are you doing today? We are just exploring... okay. Hello. We are in the middle of exploration right now. I finally got all the way down to Haywood's Twin 4. And I'm just doing a little bit of light surveying of the galaxy. There's a decent amount that I just have not touched before. So we'll just go ahead, fire off a few of these. Easy peasy. How are you doing today, Hobby? Alright, one more. Alright, one more. There's the planet. There it is. Okay. Let's see, try and set my speed to roughly 0 for when I'm poking around in the menus. For context, you have straight up unlimited molten iron, molten copper, and stone on Vulcanus, as long as you're willing to build enough foundries. Don't you have to ship over a bunch of stuff to be able to actually build a foundry on Vulcanus, though? Isn't that how that works? What the hell? There's one station? Why is there... What do you mean there's only one station? Start, yes, but it's not that hard. Okay. I gotcha. What the... Yo? Excuse me. Hoppy? What? Why are you laughing at me? Hello? Sir? What is going on? Why am I suddenly getting laughed at? Oh, but thank you for the hydrate. I will absolutely do that while we are autopiloting to this. I didn't die in a few sessions at the bare minimum. We got caught up in that solar storm over in Avarice a few sessions ago, but that was at least a month ago in this game specifically. Okay, standing ovation. I'll take it. It was probably well deserved on my part. Ow. Okay. Okay. What kind of station are they having me fly all the way out here to take a look at? I'm really actually kind of surprised that there is a station all the way out here. This seems like way more effort than would be necessary. Pharmaceutical goods for...
Wyvern gas.
Oh, for the Zyarth. Okay.
Autopilot.
Very much like to be friends with the Zyarth, actually. Okay. Show the encyclopedia entry. Is there any... There's no reason to do a damn thing in this sector of space. It only has sunlight and not even 100% sunlight. My Helldivers is broken and I can't fix it? What happened to your Helldivers? I remember yesterday you were saying that you weren't able to get it started, but what happened? Go take a look at Haywood's Twin. Is there any... There's even less sunlight there? What is this? What? Why are people building... Oh, they're making a space weed factory. Okay. That's a pretty good reason to set up way the hell out in Haywa's twin. Okay, I retract my question. The anti-cheat isn't letting you launch? Boo. You suck, anti-cheat. I understand that you're trying to keep people safe, but I think the execution could use a little bit of work. No, I'm gonna go ahead and pop up a third-party tool to see if there's any reason to keep exploring over here. Like, I'm on board with some light exploration if there's a reason to, but X4 Foundations Galaxy map. So I'm gonna reinstall Delta Force. Was Delta Force the extraction shooter? I remember Delta Force coming up in conversation before. Okay. Okay. Come on. Quantum and up. Hey, that looks like a useful map. Okay, let's pull that up. See if there's any reason to continue exploring over here. Haywa's twin? Yep, no. No, oh, there is something a little bit further down, actually. Okay. And you get to that from... Wait, was twin 5? What do you mean Haywa's twin 5? 3? How do you get to Haywa's twin 5? You get to that from 3? Okay. Well, I suppose there's something up here in this spooky section that I just don't know about yet. So let's go ahead and fly over there.
Autopilot engaged.
It had an extraction shooter in it, so I'm gonna play that. And if you're interesting, I don't help you mind getting started. I remember Delta Force coming up in a conversation before. Let me go ahead and pull that up on my Steam real quick. Steam, yes. Delta Force, okay. I mentioned Arena Breakout, and they're both free to play? Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I'm pretty much always up for trying a new game, whether it works out and is something that I end up playing long term. That's a separate conversation, but still. Do you have any mods enabled for Helldivers? None? Okay. Admittedly, hardware is not my forte when it comes to computers, but are you running Windows 11, Javi, or are you on 10? Just let me know. I can get at least one more player. Yep. Dragon Force jump scare. Nobody's ever ready for the Dragon Force jump scare. What is this guy doing? Who are you... Sir, who are you trying to attack? There's nobody over here. Medium container... You tried to start an attack 15 hours ago? You idiot.
Approaching superhighway.
Okay. Get back to work. Go continue your regular trading. What am I having you trade anyway? Graphene? That's fine. It's highly unlikely that we've Oh, that is a lot of resources being dropped off. We might actually have something over here.
US twin 3.
Okay. Taking a look at the information tab for the new hull part factory. Storage. Okay. Everything is accounted for. I know you can't see it because my model's knee is in the way, but everything is accounted for. We just have to wait for people to eventually bring it over. Okay. So what else could I build over here at the trading outpost? I'm positive that there is something that I could be doing. Take a look at the logical overview. Over here we have a holy ton of quantum tubes ready to go. Well, that's good to know. But I think I'm going to go ahead and actually build another meat factory over here.
Approaching
Because
accelerator.
while we have 156,000 meat over in the meat factory 1, it's really not getting moved around a lot. Like if I go take a look at the food ration factory in 1, we have a ton of trading ships. Some of them are struggling a little bit to find something to do. I'd rather have a little bit of idle behavior, honestly. There we go. These little guys are out there doing something. What are you doing? What? Oh, you're selling energy cells? Of course, little buddy. You go ahead and sell energy cells. That's perfectly okay. Is it really helping what I'm trying to do right now? No. Not particularly, actually. If I would burn forever, we will fly through the heaven. Or else the power of the universe with starstruck together.
Entering EWAS Twin 1.
Okay. See. Okay. Let's see. So, I accidentally confused my blue circuit train because I was using its station to copy pasta ones that I need.
Approaching superhighway.
So you're telling me, Axis, that your train is not picking up blue circuits? I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this one, actually.
Entering EWAS Twin 2.
The how many more engine parts? Engine parts. What do I need to make engine parts? Take a look at logical, refined metals and antimatter cells. That's okay. There we go. Did I? Okay, I did put. Okay, yep, that's why we put food rations in the main trading outpost, because we have a lot of guys coming to pick up food rations from us. And even if I go take a look at the medical supplies, honestly, we don't actually have too many guys coming to pick up our medical supplies. That's a little bit surprising, actually. It briefly had 7 additional pieces to drop circuits at. Oh, okay. Damn, scrap metal. Still annoyed by that. Still slightly annoyed by that scrap metal thing. Okay. What am I doing over here again? Oh, that's right. I'm looking for... He was Twin 5. I should have to just fly over in this general direction.
Autopilot engaged.
Go ahead and take a look at all trading outpost number 3. Which one was 3? Ah, yep, that's the one down here. Okay, yes. Trading outpost 3, what do you have going on right now? It's been a long time since I checked in on you, but you have a ton of graphene and a ton of refined metals. Well, we should go ahead and get a hull part factory going for you as well. Am I going to just go copy the blueprint for this one? Yeah. Land build. Save as. Hold on, wait. Where's... Wait, okay, bunch of cross connectors. The docks,
Autopilot.
habitation,
Disengage.
storage, the product. Where the hell is the defense disc that I put on it? Did I not actually save the blueprint before I told it to do that? A ton of connections. Okay. Show me it. How the hell did the... Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the one that I just started up a moment ago. So what the hell is this? Oh, it's a different hull part factory in Grand Exchange. Okie dokie. Well, if it's done being worked on, then I'm going to go ahead and drop the upgrading. Since we have a hull part factory 2 going on, I don't know why we have hull part factory 2 for Grand Exchange. Oh, because I have trading outpost 4 up there. That makes perfect sense, actually. Then this is going to end up being hull part factory number 3. There we go. Okay. That's a little bit better. Okay. If I have 3 hull part factories going, I've got a hull part factory for trading outpost number 1. It's up and running, making me quite a bit of money. There's... Oh, actually, where's... No, I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. Hull part trading outpost number 2, we are currently putting together a new hull part factory that's going to be number 3. The numbers, I can go ahead and just renumber them later. Trading outpost number 3 was the one down here. It doesn't have anything in this sector of space right now, but that's okay, because I'm going to go back to this blueprint for the one that's currently being worked on, hull part factory number 3, and I'm going to copy the blueprint so I only have to paste it over by trading outpost number 3. Temp, it's fine. Because I'm just going to overwrite temp later anyway. Okay. Then hull part factory number 4 is going to be over here in Pious Mists. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Oh, hello there, gameplay. Are you having a good time today, gameplay? Go ahead and just slap that down here. Rotate it a little bit to be pointing at trading outpost number 3. Buy the license. The license is honestly fairly cheap. That looks like the jump gate over the distance. Okay. Then we're just going to slap in our temporary factory. Lovely. Slide this over. Give this a quick rotation. Move that up to the front. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Confirm all the changes. We do have... And this one I'm going to go ahead and put a defense disc on because it is in Paranid space bordering... Pardon me. It is in Paranid space... It is in parented space bordering the Holy Order, and the Holy Order really doesn't like us. I'd rather not. I'd rather my $15 million factory not get blown up by the Holy Order just because they dislike everybody. Go ahead and close that. Swap back to my property tab. Factory info. Give it a quick rename. 000. Work in progress. All part factory 4. All parts 4x04. Okay. Confirm. Ah. Global setting? No restriction. Welcome back, hobby. What did I miss? Well, I just a nice little copy paste of a whole part factory that I'm going to be putting in place near trading outpost number 3. It's going to take a while to get the funds. Another $15 million. $15 million. There you go. Okay. Make it happen. Okay. I don't my hand was absolutely not on the alt key this time. I have no idea. Is that just happening anytime that I push one? Even if I... Okay, yeah. I was under the impression that I had to have alt pressed to change my expression. What happens if I do this? Okay, so my expression is changing regardless of whether I'm pressing alt or not. Okay. Ad break again? Okay. Then we will pause the game. We will save the game. We will slap on the ad break. And I'm going to go stretch it out, grab a drink, and I'll be right back with you. Hey, there we go. Welcome back from ad jail, everybody. Just turn off this. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. I was a little bit concerned that the remix model had fully crashed, but it's all good. It's all good. What was I in the middle of over here? Something important, I'm sure. There we go. He was twin 2? Okay. Let's go ahead. Wait, am I still on? I'm probably still on autopilot, right? I'm not. What the hell am I doing? Why am I flying like this right now? Excuse me? Okay. Okay. Start guidance. Just fly me over here and stop when we get there. There is no need to continue flying. Who the hell knows how far away? Sir, please. Okay. Go back into the property owned. I was in the middle of upgrading my quantum tube factory over here. That's fine. I'm sure the upgrade has finished by now. Then we're just going to go ahead and drop the upgrading tag from the beginning of it. There we go. Spice factory? Yeah, let's take a look at the spice factory. What was the actual upgrade that I was doing on this? Just adding in an additional spice? Okay, sure. No big deal. All I gotta do is rename it and drop the upgrading tag. Nice. Okay. Field coil factory. Okay, this one was a work in progress. I remember starting working on the field coil factory, but it looks like I never actually, properly finished setting it up. What is this?
Disengage.
Enemies. Okay. Let me prepare to fight. I see red off in the distance. Red equals enemy in this game. That's an interesting talking point, actually. How long's my beard been gone? The damn program was frozen when the timer ran out. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. As soon as the program is working, I'll bring the beard right back. Alright.
Pegasus. Vanguard.
What kind of enemy do we have off in the distance? I can't.
M.
Ugh, it's a filthy Xenon. Nope. We're gonna go beat them up. 3, 2, 1. Fire up the speed. Well, okay, there's several filthy Xenon. That's okay. I'm still gonna... Okay, hit the speed. There we go. Okay. Quick turnaround. Make sure I stay right on top of them. I'm pretty sure that I have to stay within 3-ish kilometers if I want my guns to have any chance of hitting them. So that's pretty simple to do, actually. Okay. Whoop, stupid tight turns that they can do that I'm simply incapable of doing. And even if I were to go switch my ship to be a small ship that should have on paper better turning capabilities, I don't think it could handle something like this. Yellow science will exist when the bots finish trying that train station and the train. Okay. Do you see that? Do you see how that ship just hard stopped in front of me? Not even slowing down from the speed that it was moving at. No, just a pure hard stop. It's the kind of bullshit that the AI in this game can get away with. But as soon as I try and do a hard stop, that's suddenly not how the physics of the game work. I can't believe this. Okay. Okay, quick spin, and there we go. Easy clap. But while I'm over here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab these incidental stuff. These things that just happen to fall off of the ship. It's not my fault that they left the back of their ship open and all of this stuff fell out. I don't even have to move. My guns are simply gonna there you go. My guns can simply take care of little tiny easy baby ships like that without even breaking a sweat. Sir, stop moving. There we go. Easy collection. Now, where the hell am I? Way over here? Okay. Let's do a little bit of long-range scanning. When we see the planet again. Not that planet. Not that planet. It's a different planet. Don't you try and convince me that that's the same planet right there. I know your tricks. It's probably the next. Yes, it's the ring planet. That's the one that was up next. There we go. Okay. Try and set that to even. Pop open the map. Okay, I do not see anything further in this area. A little bit surprising, actually, but okay, sure. Then what I want to do is figure out what the hell is going on with this third-party tool, because it's very clearly showing that I was in the wrong sector of space. I have to be in. There's a little bit of ore, silicon, and raw scrap in Haywas Twin 5. Honestly, it doesn't really seem like it's worth the effort to do. Okay, no big deal. I'm going to close the third-party tool for right now, actually. If I want to break it out later, I'm certainly going to break it out later. But I think we're done in this area for the moment. Actually, I'm gonna fly down here real quick. Autopilot, take me over there.
Engaged.
Take me over there because I am too lazy to fly over there myself. Loving you. Get it. Okay. What we're gonna have to do with this is quite simply. Is it quite simply? Yes, quite simply. We need a manager for this. The way that we can go get a manager is to pop open, grab a few medium trading ships. Those luckily only take a moment to put together, so no big deal. Mercury traders? Medium is fine. Wait, why is this so cheap compared to all of those small ships that I bought earlier for the medical supplies and food rations? Stick with the flak. It's fine. That's fine. Consumables. Grab some laser towers so you don't get bullied. Crew, don't worry about Marines. You're not going to need them. There we go. Add to list. Make 3 of them, please. And confirm the order. There we go. Easy. That's not even going to take a full minute to complete. Absolutely no concerns. Why am I moving again?
Autopilot disengaged.
Oh, I was moving because I told it to move. Okay.
Autopilot.
Engaged. Ignore my previous thing. Continue moving, please. Okay. Let me just check on something real quick. Okay. So what I need to do is the battery train has been created. Excellent. The battery train is up and operational. Everybody. Wait, is it created or is it operational? I'm back again. Did you check out Delta Force? I looked at it very quickly on my phone, Javi. The
Superhighway.
He was twin. How far away is that? 300 kilometers. Oh my goodness. It is operational since the rails have always existed. Oh, you just had to put a oh. Yeah, you just had to go ahead and put a new train and give it a route on top of your existing rail network to handle batteries. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that I have all the hull part factories up and running that I'm going to need. It was fairly expensive. I chewed through a good amount of my money tonight actually to get this going. But it's absolutely worth it to do, because if I go take a look at Hull Part Factory 3, which is currently being worked on, we can see that you're running out of space. What do you mean I'm running out of low disk? What is chewing up my disk space? What? What the fuck is going on? Is this a recording issue? Where am I recording to? That's the only reason that I can. Okay. OBS settings. General. Output. Recording. It's going to that one. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's
Approaching superhighway.
I vaguely remember having this issue before with X4 where we had a memory issue on my PC. Okay. Tell me that's not the issue though. I don't want to deal with this again.
Entering EWAS twin.
I'm sure it happened at least once though. Didn't I just have... Okay. Let me do some live diagnoses. You guys aren't going to see it, but I'm certainly doing it. I remember installing something a while ago that helped visualize what's going on. Okay, what was... It wasn't... What do you call it? It was not... How am I blanking on this? It wasn't WinDIR stat, it was something else. But I'll go ahead and fire up WinDIR stat because 22 megabytes free? No, there's a problem going on. That is very wrong. I had like 20 gigs earlier today. What the fuck is happening? Okay, let that run in the background.
Autopilot.
It's dumb, but
Disengage.
we apparently need to do this. I don't know why we're having to do it live, but we are needing to do it. Okay. There is one thing that I could do, actually. Just pause the game. Open up. Yeah, we're taking song requests, Moobot. What are you doing? Wake up, Moobot. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get over to my recycle bin with relative ease without minimizing the game. This game's really taking up a hold on. Let me do a quick boom. bin recycle bin windows from Explorer. Yes, I'd like to do that real quick. Into the address bar? That's all I gotta do? Okay. Recycle bin. Take me there, please. Go ahead and empty the recycle bin. There's lots of old stream recordings in there that are definitely chewing up a decent amount of space, but there isn't anything that should be really taking up that much. I have no idea where that came from. I've got to do some updates to my computer. Honestly, using a 256 gig hard drive from like 10 years ago, at least 10, probably 15 years ago, I am not doing myself any favor with that being my boot drive. I just have not gotten around to upgrading that to be a terabyte or more. Rookie mistake. It's a rookie mistake on my part. Okay, dock is looking good. Go ahead and... I've flown all the way over here. Excellent. Sir, stop. Fucking flying, are you kidding me? Okay. Let me grab this. Okay, hard stop. Swap to the long distance scanner. I need to see what's in the area. I'm spinning around, firing off long-range scans like it's nothing. And pow. Bam. Kaboom. Okay. One of my medium ships is under attack by the goddamn Buccaneers again. Will they just piss off and leave me alone? I mean, the answer is no, they're pirates. They're not going to leave me alone, but it's rather annoying that they keep bothering me and costing me ships. I don't appreciate it.
Engaged.
Okay, let's take a quick look over here. Yeah, I have no idea what's chewing up so much space on my computer. 500 megabytes free. God damn, that's stupid. Okay, it was like 20 gigs earlier today that was free. Something happened throughout the day. I don't know what it was, but something definitely happened. We're gonna have to deal with this after stream. I'm not looking forward to dealing with this after stream. I don't want to have to deal with this, but we're gonna do it anyway. It's okay. We'll do it. We'll absolutely go ahead and do it. There we go. Okay. Now, something that I could be working on right now is, well, there's always something that I could be working. X4 always has something that you could be looking into, like the field coils. Let's go ahead and have... Oh, one of my ships got destroyed. That's unfortunate. Mercury Vanguards, you now work over here. Trade for the commander. You are part of Alpha Squadron. But you won't actually be able to find any trades because I'm going to have to take a person off of here.
Autopilot
Crew?
disengaged.
Yes. A random crewmate. You'll do. Now let's take the least competent crew member, actually. You're gonna work somewhere else for me. You're gonna work for the field coil factory as a manager. There we go. This run, I seek to acquire a particular achievement after I beat this game. Oh, which achievement are you going for? Remix, please. Welcome in, Era. How are you doing today? This game makes my brain melt? Oh, wait. Do people not want to have brain soup? I was under the impression that brain soup was a fantastic thing. Because then you don't got no worries. You don't have to stress over anything. Your brain is a puddle of soup. There are no stresses when your brain is a puddle of soup. There we go. The math isn't mathing for me anymore. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Era, please tell me. Please tell me that you can still keep up with X4. Please tell me it hasn't gotten away from you. Oh no, that's such a sad thing to hear. Oh, it. I mean, if I were to one day lose interest in X4, that is a particular situation. I would not be thrilled about that because I put a lot of time into X4 over the years, but not being able to keep up with it anymore is a entirely separate issue. I'm trying to add some silicon carbide factories to my existing station, but I can't figure out how. Okay, would you like to talk through it? I'm a pretty decent soundboard. I won't necessarily try and solve the problem for you, but it, what's the phrase for it? Are you familiar with the concept of rubber duck programming? And if you aren't familiar with that one, I'll go ahead and say it anyway. So the concept of rubber duck programming is quite simple. People who program, whether it's professionally or as a hobby or whatever, will it's very rare for them to actually speak out loud when they're programming. They're just thinking everything through in their heads. Now, every once in a while, you get yourself stuck on a specific kind of problem, and no matter what you do, you just can't get past it. So what you do is you have one of those little yellow rubber ducks on your desk. I'm actually holding mine right now. I actually have a literal rubber duck on my desk for this exact purpose. And there is something out there that if you were to speak your problems out loud and hear yourself say it, that will give you a different point of view to the problem that you're trying to solve. And you might make a realization like, oh, the reason that I can't get past this is this one issue, and I know how to address this issue. But unless you actually hear the issue, it might not occur to you. There you go. There's my little 2 bits for today. Use the quality mechanic and completely fill a legendary mech armor with legendary equipment. Hold on. Wait, Factorio has different qualities of armor. I thought there was only generic mech suit in Factorio that you could put like the modular power armor. What do you mean legendary equipment? Excuse me? If I could, I would do the normal version of the song, but I guess I gotta do the... What? What? Qualities of everything? Is that a space age thing? I don't remember qualities being a thing in plain vanilla Factorio. I don't remember that being a thing. Oh, that's right. I need to take a look over here. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's a wee bit of an issue. Probably, or you were yelled at to not touch the quality modules. I have a very... No, actually, I don't really remember Factorio that much, but I'm pretty sure that there were not qualities to anything. Because, well, it was Factorio. It's not like I was playing a fantasy game where you could actually upgrade your armor to be like normal, good, rare, mythic, legendary, super duper ultra armor. If that happened, I simply don't remember it. Half hour. We gotta save and hydrate. Save the game. Yes, please. Let's see. Like, my station is already making the micro lattice, but I don't know when to add the carbide factories. Do they use the same storage? And then do I have to add new storage modules for more storage? Okay, these are questions that I can answer, Era. Just let me hydrate, let the game finish running, and I can walk you through each one of those easy peasy. Okay, so if I were to go pop open and take a look at one of my stations, and there's a specific one that I want to show you to illustrate the point that I have. Trading outpost number 1. Okay, let me just pop open the build menu for this. Now, storage is absolutely shared across this entire station. Like in your first part, your station is making micro lattices. If your station is making micro lattices, I think that's something that you make from the raw materials that you gather from space, right? So it's likely that you have solid and liquid storage already existing. I actually don't know the micro lattice recipe off the top of my head, but you probably have at least one of these two, and you have container storage to be able to put the actual micro lattices, because a micro lattice would not count as something like refined metals or methane. Yep, solid liquid container. Okay, good. So I don't know, when I add more carbide factories, do they use the same storage? Yes. Everything that happens on a production station pulls from the same storage. Like if I were to go to one of my silicon wafer factories, take a look at the build menu for it, you can see that I have a solid storage for the raw silicon. I have container still storage for the silicon wafers, and I have, how many do I have here? One, two. I have 6 silicon wafer production modules. So if I were to add another kind of production onto this station, like I wanted to say have refined metals being made as well, and I slapped a refined metal on here, then I would need to share my solid storage between both silicon and ore. They would, both raw materials would go into the same solid storage allocated to my station based on the containers that I put on it. If I add more storage, can I limit the storage for one resource and limit it to the other? Yes, absolutely. I can show you exactly how to do that. If I pop open the logical overview for any one of my stations, and if I were to say, hold down this menu right here, do you see where it has this automatic storage allocation? Instead of having that turned on by default, right under, first you uncheck the automatic storage allocation, and then right up here at the top, you can see that the storage type for the station has 100,000 available to it for anything solid that you want to put into it. So I could very easily just go ahead and say, sure, there's 100,000 available, but I only want to allocate, say, 60,000, because I'm going to start introducing raw ore into this mix. So you could easily do a 50-50 split. That way, you always have room for both resources. That's what it's for? That's exactly what it's for. I mean, if you just want the game to handle it for itself, you can go ahead and leave that checked. But if you want to have a little bit more control over what you're doing, then uncheck the automatic storage allocation and set the number to whatever you want to be on the bar. Like, if I were to go into that a little bit further, right now I have the 100,000 available for storage, and the buy offer that I have on this station could go all the way up to 100,000. But the reason, but I could also say, even though we have storage for up to 100,000, only buy upwards of some number less than that. I could absolutely think of use cases for that off the top of my head, but the game will let you do it if you want. I mean, I'm in this run, I only have factories with a single production ware in them, so the solid or the liquid storage simply gets filled up with whatever it is that I'm trying to make. Oh, hello, Dappa. How are you doing today? I take it you got sick of us stealing the beard. You could keep stealing the beard if you want. It's just that the beard doesn't look like a wizard beard anymore. It's a little bit more cleaned up now. But the beard is very stealable. Let's see. Like, I'm at max storage for 1 right now. Okay. Now that Dapper is a limitation of the program that I'm using for this model. It freezes up pretty frequently, and if a redeem happens while it's frozen, it simply will not register. As soon as it's back, I will handle the shave for you. Like, I'm at a max storage for 1 right now, which seems to be good enough to keep it running for the microlattice. Now I know that I can limit storage for the ore and increase it for the silicone. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Eric Kanoshi. I very much appreciate that. Limit storage for the ore and increase it for the silicone, which makes much more sense. Exactly. X4 is really... bad is the wrong word here, but it does not handhold you through all of the UI that are available for it. It really kind of makes you just figure it out or go look it up on some forum somewhere, probably an EcoSoft forum. But they actually give you a fairly fine level of control for your stations and such. So that's cool. Program, please. I need to steal the beard from for Dapper. Please cooperate with me. I've also been debating making a single station for each resource, but I kind of want to make a mega factory on Saturn. Okay, so as somebody who has done both mega factories and single resource stations, I can tell you that there are advantages and disadvantages to both options. One of them is not always better than the other. Okay, there you go, Dapper. The beard is gone. I'm gonna give it like 5-ish minutes, unless the program happens to be working when Mix It Up tries to do the timer. Thank you so much for saving me a ton of time racking my brain. Of course, I very much enjoy helping people in X4 era because I like to talk about X4 with other people. I like to help people with their X4 problems. So if you have any other problems, feel free to ask. If you want me to show you how I have things set up in mind, that's all you need to say. I can show off whatever. Oh, jeez. Wonder if my mic picked that up. God damn. Okay. What am I doing over here? Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of updating my whatchamacallits. My PC can play the game, but I made mega factories, so it severely lags it out. Yes. Mega factories, for me, are very enjoyable to put together because I really like to see the process of put all of my raw resources in one end of it and have, like, tier 3 production wares. And when I'm saying tier 3 production wares, I'm talking things like Claytronics or weapon components. Actually, you know what, Era? I have a useful link that I wanna put in chat for you. The just double check, make sure this is the right one. There we go. Okay. There you go. That station calculator? I mean, the last time that I was doing mega factories, I did make use of a station calculator, but I'm not sure if that's actually up to date nowadays. But X4 product prod chart is one of my favorite third-party tools for this because I really like the visualization that you get to see how any one resource ties into the others at any level of building. I love them too to put ore and gas and pop out a destroyer. Yes, mega factories that also include ship fabrication are just so much cooler. I mean, is it a little bit slow and inefficient? Yes. If one part of it gets tied up, is it going to cause an issue? Also, yes. But it's still got that cool factor that you just can't beat by having a bunch. Oh, hello? I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Just gonna take a second, restart all the bits and pieces. So dumb. Come on. Okay. We're just gonna minimize that until we get this back up and running. Let's see. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and. Okay. Remix, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Yes. Okay. Cooperate, please. Yes. Yes. Low. Open the model. Hold on. I'm almost back. I'm almost back. Just doesn't remember where I saved the model whenever I do this. It's there. There. Yes. Wait a second. We're so close. And what the hell happened? Oh my god, something funny happened. Let me show you what something funny happened. And I don't know what this is. This is weird. I'm a little bit confused. My model, it's all chewed up. It's all chewed up. I look funny. Don't know what happened. It's a little funny to look at though. Should I just go ahead and let the model look funny for the rest of the night? I think I'm okay to do that actually. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, if necessary, I can go ahead and swap back to the other my old model, the plain PNG model, but we'll see. We'll see if that's necessary. I'll probably just have to troubleshoot this at another time. Hey, there we go. It says I'm back. Lovely. Just turn all the things on. That's gonna take a couple minutes, but you know, it may take a couple minutes, but that's okay. Just turn the stream avatars back on. Turn the what you call it back on. There we go. Okie dokie. Throwing system. Usually take care of all this before I turn on the stream, so it just looks a little bit funny right now. Okay. Okay. Stream avatars are back. Throwing system will be back momentarily. Stream avatars never likes it when I just. Oh jeez, this looks cursed. This looks a little bit cursed right here. I may have to try reopening the remix software. What the fuck am I looking at right now? Okay. Well, I am back. Oh no. Can somebody tell me if you can hear me? I get a sound check? It says that the microphone is working, but you know, this is a weird situation. Okay, minimize that. Throwing system is back online. Let me just... Yes, we are back. The power is back on. I'm just taking a second to restart all my stream things now. X4, that one's gonna take a couple minutes because it's a little bit big. My model is cursed as hell right now. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, just go ahead and close that. Try again. It's okay, buddy. Maybe the power fail hurt the remix software. It's entirely possible. Okay. Can you open up properly? Open model. It's not where I keep my models. Okay. Okay. Here. This folder. Let me just turn the info thing on real quick. Restarting after power and internet loss. There we go. Now everybody is painfully clear what is going on. Finish opening the model, my good sir. Got this. Okay. That's my models folder. This one. This one. Go ahead and open it. Work open properly. Don't open up cursed. And it opened up cursed again. What the hell? Okay, let's try opening the other. I sure hope it didn't get corrupted by the power loss. That would be really weird. Did you know that if you put a hamster in the oven at 450 degrees, that it will not turn into a fire type Pokemon? Oh no. I know that I'm in the middle of turning the stream back on, but I may have to go check my oven real quick. It's completely unrelated to what you're talking about, but still. Okay, open this, please. Remix, just open it without giving me issues, please. You know, while we're getting everything back up and running, how long have you been an X4 fan, Era? It's one of the questions that I usually ask people who are into X4 Foundations, because you get a variety of answers, like, oh, I've been playing X4 for a few days now, or I'm up to 100 hours. Every once in a while, you get one of those hardcore X4 people who come in as like, oh well, I've got 3,000 hours in X4 Foundations, to which I say, oh, goddamn, that's impressive. Just please open up my model. That's all I need. I can troubleshoot this tomorrow. Open. Please. It's refusing to open. Okay. PNG tube remix won't work after power loss. Windows 10. Sure, why not? File corruption or resets. Yeah. That's annoying. It's very annoying. Okay. It's not an audio thing. I just can't open. Okay. It completely reset everything about this. Okay. I'm gonna have to switch back to my my model from the other day, actually. I'm not very happy about this, but it beats not having any model. Okay, X4, pause. I will turn you back on in a second. Okay, leave remix turned off. There we go. It's this model again. I didn't think we would be coming back to this model so quickly, but... the files. It's the files. And it's probably the program, too. The power loss probably did something. I'm not thrilled about it. Welcome back, gameplay. Okay, there we go. We're back. It took a second, but we're back. I'm not thrilled about having to go back to this model, but it's better than nothing. I mean, this model did serve me very well for a year and a lot. Okay. I'm almost done rearranging windows on my desktop. Okay, there we go. I have about 180 hours at the moment, been on and off because I keep getting stuck at the station building. Okie dokie. Station building is one of the things that I enjoy in X4, so if you have a station building question, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer it. Now, what was I doing before I crashed? I'm still in Halo's Twin... What am I doing in Halo's Twin 1? That doesn't make any sense. Should I just go jump on the highway? I do like just jumping on the highway and randomly just riding around.
Autopilot engaged.
There we go. And while that's going, I still haven't actually given up on trying to get the remix to work. Still haven't given up on that. I just open up this version of remix real quick. Oh my god, login queues for Diablo 4. Really? Okay. Come on. Welcome back, Argos. We had a power loss for about 10 minutes. I just finished getting everything set back up. For whatever reason, though, PNG Tuber Remix seems to have had a little bit of a stroke because of the power loss, and I am struggling to get my new model back up and running. The big expansion just launched about an hour and a half ago. I'm not surprised. Oh, new content. That would absolutely do it. Are you a Diablo 4? Blah, 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 blah. Are you a Diablo fan, Argos? That's one that I never got into. Not for any specific reason. I just never got into a Diablo game. Just because. Okay. Why is this so fucking cursed now? Okay. Played the absolute shit out of all the Diablo. Okay. Are you ready for this nonsense? Oh, come on now. Why do I look like this? Why do I look like this? The files got corrupted, I'm sure. Yeah, it's fine. We are gonna have cursed model for this stream, and then I will deal with going in and getting a copy of the file that Moy gave me after this. Could I do it right now? Yes. Yes, I could. Oh, I'm a demonic possession? Yep. I'm definitely a demonic possession. Did I expect to have a corrupted file model within 48 hours of using it on stream? No. I did not expect that to happen. This is very odd. But, you know, when you lose power, sometimes these things can happen. How's everybody else's day going, though? I currently have a small storage, and if I upgrade to medium or large, will the resources go over between the two? Okay, so an important thing to note about that specific situation, Era. Let's see. What's a good station to showcase this off? This one right here. So if I jump into the plan build for this big fancy station right here, you can see that we have a ton of graphene production going on here. And let's just pretend that this liquid storage is a medium liquid storage, even though it's clearly a large liquid storage. If I were to remove this from this place that it's at right now, and then tell it to put in a large liquid storage, all of the, in this case, methane that's in the medium liquid storage would simply be lost. Because I destroyed it without putting in the next storage size up that I wanted to have. Your question was, will the resources go over between the two? If they both exist at the same time on your station, then the upper limit of that type of resource simply gets added together. If you were to try and remove one and then put the other one in, the resources would be lost. Does that answer your question? Yeah, this model's bothering me. Let's go grab another copy of. Let's go grab an uncorrupted copy of this. I can do that with relative ease. Okay. There it is. Okay. So it's best to build the large storage, let it finish building, and then after remove the small storage? Yes. I mean, if you don't care about losing the resources that are on the station, then go ahead and just remove one and then replace it. But if you're wanting to hold on to this stuff, put the new one in first. Definitely. Okay, let's see. Back to this. This is going to be clean. Okay. Copy the file. Move it over here. Pop it right down here. There. There. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna hide myself for a second. Hopefully I'll come back not broken. Open model. Uncorrupted version, please. Okay. Load me properly. Load me in properly, baby. Come on now. Like I have... Yes! There we go. I am back. And... Yes! There we go. I'm a little bit too big for here at the moment, though, so let's just adjust my size real quick. Okay, that's not quite right. Okay, hold on, I just gotta manually readjust my position a smidge. This is right there. That's pretty close. Okay, good enough for me for now. We'll deal with it properly later. So then I need to... Yes, I need to pull out the HOTUS. There we go. And actually, I'm a little bit small. I'm going to beef myself up a smidge. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit more. I think that's closer to what it was a second ago. Wee. Oh, wow. There we go. That's an adorable cat, the wee cat. Hey, there we go. It took a few minutes, but somebody redeemed Beard Steel, right? There we go. Okay. Now I'm back. I did not expect my remix actual file to get corrupted because of a power loss, but I suppose that is something that could happen. I'm gonna actually have to go take a look at the recording file that I make every time that I stream to see if that is busted as well. Very possible, actually. Okay, what do we have? If I were to go take a look, I'm sure I was in the middle of something. I'm sure I was slightly, ever so slightly, crashing out about something. Oh shit, I forgot to turn Mix It Up back on. Damn it. Hold on. That's the one that I always forget to do. Of all of the programs that I have for streaming, Mix It Up is the one that keeps getting forgotten about every single time. If there's one that I forget, it's Mix It Up. If I remember to turn everything on, I probably still forgot Mix It Up. Very odd. Okay. I love that the Terran Cadet start has you at a -15 relation with almost every other faction. Oh, jeez. They really want you to struggle if you choose that one. I don't know why they would want you to struggle so hard, but they sure do. Okay. We're back. It took about 25 minutes, but we are officially back, baby. Okay. Now we can get back into whatever it was that we were doing. I had a feeling that I was in the middle of a very mild crash out about something, and right after making the brilliant point of I don't remember, the stream crashed. So let's just go ahead and decide what we want to work on in that case. I'm sure that I could find something to do. You could always find something to do in this game. I should go double check and see if my field coil factory is up and running, actually. That's a good start. Field coil factory. You may struggle in terms of relations, but you start in a very good region with lots of money-making potential, relative safety, and access to powerful ships and weapons. That is true, Arcos. There's a little bit of a trade-off when it comes to those. Honestly, I think I would prefer the what's the normal start to this game? Not one of the Terran ones or any of the other DLC starts, but the one where they gave you a little tiny exploring ship, 50 grand, and it's like, okay, here's the keys. Go have fun. I would rather start with mostly neutral or slightly positive relationships with everybody than have to dig myself out of a hole, but be pretty well off. Oh, this okay. Don't you try and start shit with me again, Vigor. We had a problem several weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago at this point, where the Vigor Syndicate just gathered a whole bunch of guys, a whole bunch of these stupid Barbarossa ships, and they came over and tried to destroy my trading outpost. Did they succeed? No. They did not succeed. They beat my hull part factory up pretty badly though, and and the cost of me putting them in their place, the cost of me putting them in their place by destroying every Barbarossa that they sent at me was a -22 relationship with them. Even though they were the ones who came at me and started the fight, I still ended up with a -22 relationship from them. So stupid. It's okay. It's okay. Because I'll either eventually dig myself out of the hole with them, or see, they're gonna go all the way out here and push their luck with Hatikva's with Hat? Yeah. Hat is Hatikva's choice. They're gonna push their luck with this Hatikva's Trade Guild. Shit, what? Hold on, what's the name of it? The Hatikva Free League. That's what it was. Okay. Oh, the one that I was talking about was an Archon start. I believe that you're right, because that's one of the base game starts, and honestly, that is my preference. On my first time playing X4, I did the Stranded start. That is a bold move, Era. I salute you for going at it like that right from the beginning. I don't know if I could handle a Stranded start my first time playing. I know that this is like my sixth time actually playing the game, and I keep getting a little bit farther into the game every time that I try. We have not broken the record from the last time that I tried, because, well, that was in my pre-streaming days when I could just leave the game open and running the with the SATA device turned on just to make lots of progress on my mega factories. That was a different time. On stream we can only do a few hours a week if I can do a session every week. Sometimes I can't. I made sure to make room for it this week though. That was actually very fun learning how to fly around in your spacesuit. Flying around in the spacesuit is fun unless you are using a HOTUS like I am using. Like, do you see on what my model has in its hands right there? That is a HOTUS. That is in. There we go. The word that I was trying to think of yesterday. Acronym. Why was I struggling so hard to remember the word acronym? 3-letter acronym, 5-letter acronym. That's what I wanted. God damn. Okay. So, HOTUS is an acronym that stands for Hands on Throttle and Steering. It's just another kind of controller, but my left hand controls how fast the ship is moving and certain degrees of targeting and picking things out. My right hand controls actual, like, left, right, up and down, twisty turnies, and actually firing the guns and such. It's just a little bit more immersive. I bought this HOTUS quite a while ago when I was into a different kind of space game. Like, way back in the day, I used to play Elite Dangerous quite a bit. It's been a long time since I played Elite Dangerous, though. I know that many things have changed over the years in that one. Okay. Station, are you up and running? $5 million in your budget still. You're completely done being made, so I'm going to go ahead and take that money back. I actually got my first HOTUS for Elite. Hell yeah, let's go. Out of curiosity, which HOTUS did you pick, Era? Confirm. Take that $5 million. Okay. Pop open the logical. So we've got a good amount of food rations and medical supplies coming in. We need to sustain, let's say, 1,000. Okay, here is a good example of that specifying storage thing that we were talking about earlier, Era. So I have a large container storage on this one station. That large container storage is handling energy cells, plasma conductors, quantum tubes, food rations, medical supplies, and field coils, because those all fall under the container storage umbrella, which means that if I were to go take a look at how many field coils are actually necessary to run at full capacity, we can see that there's roughly 1,100. Honestly, there's no real need to go past 1,100, but I always give a little bit extra. So, storage, container storage could hold up to a million cubic meters of stuff, but I'm gonna say we don't need any more than 2,000. And I'm gonna say 2,000 here. Produce only 2,000 there. And sell all but, was it 1,100? Okay, I can specifically go to 1080. Okay. Now, a quick visual that this gets you, if you were to go look up at my energy cell, my energy cell bar up here, you can see that the left side would represent 0, the right side would represent full. To actually see the numbers, you have to go pop this open, but this green dot, or this green triangle that you see here is the anything on the left side of this green triangle. Everything on the left side of the green triangle you do not sell, and everything on the right side of the green triangle you do sell. And there's actually an orange triangle up here in the corner, which is everything on the left side of the orange triangle you do buy. And I usually just set the buy to as much storage as I want for the given wear. So the energy cells are going to end up producing roughly 12,000 energy cells per hour. And we only really need 1,100 per hour. So I'm going to put a pretty hard cap on the energy cells. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and 11,760. Let's go ahead and give it 1 hour's worth. Just ad break? Damn it. Okay. We pause for ads. Okay. Game paused. And where's... Okay. Ad break active. I'm going to stretch my legs. I will hydrate. I will save the game, and then we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back from ad jail, everybody. Let me just take a quick second to hydrate and we will jump right back into it. There we go. Okay. what were we in the middle of before the ad break? Oh, that's right. I was showing off the logical overview for my new factory. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Get rid of the ad break message. Go over here, unpause the game. And I was specifically looking at the field coil factory and explaining a few things. Now, because we have 1,000,000 cubic meters worth of storage available to us, thanks to the large container storage, I think I'm actually going to bump up what we can do here to just 11,760. 1 hour's worth of energy cells can be over here. 11,760? Yep. Okay. Buy all of them. Sell all but 1080. Okay. 1080. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and sell them. Dude, I love the model. Welcome in, Bryce. Thank you very much. I am very happy with this model. It's a little bit finicky at the moment because it's a remix model. I'm personally thinking that there is just a little bit too much movement for the program to handle, because this is a full body model. I've got the feet out underneath it. I've got the model is meh. To be clear, the model is great. It's just meh because Icarus is using it. God damn, Hobby. We did this bit yesterday during the what you call it. Wow. Okay. You know what? Bryce, hold on. I have something. I have a show and tell. Let's see, was it this one? There we go. I have a little controller that I could be using instead of my HOTAS, depending on the game that I am doing. But because this is a space game at the moment, I'm sticking with the HOTAS for right now. There we go. That's a good. I'm so glad that I opted for that that specific arm toggle. How you doing today, Bryce? How are you doing? We're just poking around in all of the menus of my. Would it be accurate to call this my favorite space game, actually? I mean, don't get me wrong, I really like X4 because this just scratches a specific kind of itch that I have, but what? What do you mean no, Hobby? What are you knowing for? Jump Space is favorite? Jump Space is a good game. Jump Space is a good game to play with other people, but I don't think I could put as much time into Jump Space as I could put into X4. I don't think I could handle it if I tried. I barely slept, but all right. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Bryce. I'm well, not a little bit. I'm always busy. I'm always busy with all the bits and pieces that I have going on, which is not a brag. I am not trying to show off. I do not like that so much of my time is tied up with all the shit that I've got going on. I would much rather be streaming or editing or hanging out in Discord or doing that kind of stuff, but I got other responsibilities and it's a monster pain in the ass. But it's okay. It's okay. It's what we gotta do. X4 is currently my favorite space game. Okay. Do you guys know that Star Miner is coming out at the end of the month? Because I'm very much looking forward to Star Miner. No, hold on. I'm not gonna pause the game, but oh, hello there, Moabi. How are you doing? We are doing pretty well after recovering from a crash earlier. Oh, damn it, Moabi. That's right. I forgot to tell everybody, but we have a new animated emote thanks to the very talented Moabi here in chat. We have an Uppies emote now. Look at how adorable it is. Look at that thing go. It's so cute. Oh, and hello, Flu Flu. How are you doing? Let's see, where the hell is... No, I'm just gonna go pull a new one. It was over here in... Okay, yes, this directory. Then this one. Then this one. Look at that. This is the first emote that I have that's actually based on the new model. Okay, here's the picture I want to share. Right there. This one. And increase size. I am looking forward to playing Star Miner. It is coming out. I have had this on my wish list for at least a year now. And I try and keep an eye on pretty much all of the space games out there. Whether it's a space game that I enjoy playing or not is a separate issue, but we finally have a release date of May 27th. That's just... How many weeks away is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks out. I'm looking forward to this one. There we go. Okie dokie. I lose time when I play X4. True. You could very easily lose quite a bit of time in this game because there is always some small thing that needs your attention that you have to go micromanage. You can just get lost in it very easily. How are you doing today, Moabi? I can't remember if I actually asked that or not. And Flu, how are you doing today? I'm just staying busy out here, working on my logical overviews, making sure that we are min-maxing everything to get the most profit out of all the other NPC factions in the game. Because once I have enough money from them, then what I can do is I can... Wait, how many minutes has it been since the remix model froze up? It feels like it hasn't froze up for a few minutes, which is a really weird thing. Maybe the power loss and cutting out of stream earlier actually shocked the remix model into working correctly. I mean, that would be cool if that worked. I'm gonna have to let Moy know about this. That would be really interesting if that was the fix. Let's see. I'm doing well. I just got my new headset. What kind of headset are we talking, Flu? Are we talking like a VR headset? Are we talking something like, what other kind of headsets are there, actually? I know that I led that question in, like there were multiple kinds, but I'm drawing a blank on what other kind of headsets there are, actually. One thing I still struggle with as well is the per hour overview, like trying to gauge how many resources come in per hour and what's get used per hour. I can walk you through that very simply in a second, Era. Let's see. I meant my headphones. I got the H8 Studio headphones. I'm unfamiliar with H8, but that sounds like a really good pair of headphones. Have you tried them out? Oh, from Fifine? That's the same company that made my microphone that I'm using at the moment. In terms of microphones, I'm pretty happy with their products, but I've never actually used one of the, headsets, or headphones rather, so have you tried them yet? Let's see. Okay. Real quick tutorial for you there, Era. If I pop open the logical overview, and I were to look at this specific one right here. What microphone do you have? I have the K866. I can tell you that. Just let me... Microphone setup. Okay, we're searching. That didn't help at all. Okay. This is... It should be a lot easier to find out what kind of microphone I'm using. Microphone. Not microphone setup. Privacy set? Damn it. Okay. Like the audio thing that they made? Which audio thing are you talking about, Moabi? What kind of style is it? It is a circular, oh, it's an audio mixer. I don't have an audio mixer. It seems like a real useful thing to have for streaming, but I just do not have. Okay, I need to do a quick Google search. Windows 10 C microphone details. Who is messaging me? Oh, I see what you did there, Era. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Back to my normal expression. Okay. Okay, so settings, system, sound. Sound settings. Yes. Tell me the answer that I it just says that it's a fine microphone. At the moment, Flu. I can go take a look at my Amazon order from like a year or two ago and figure out which one it is. Does it have a gray pop filter? Yes, I believe that it does have a gray pop filter. Does it have RGB? Yes. The microphone itself is RGB as well. Now, I'm popping open my Amazon history. See if I can find this. Yo, Moabi? Are we getting Thai food? I would love to go get some Thai food. That sounds quite delicious. I'm a pretty big fan of rice noodles, actually. I don't understand why rice noodles are so expensive to buy just at the grocery store, though. I mean, I'm not going to compare rice noodles to pasta because, it's simply put, they are different from pasta, but it's just noodles. Why do they make everything in the international section of the grocery store so goddamn expensive? Getting bullied. As somebody who enjoys cooking, I feel like I'm getting bullied by them. Okay. My order history. Search my orders. Microphone. Search. And... okay. Yes. Found it. Give me some details on it, please. Okay. Flu, I have the official answer, I believe. It is the A6T, I think. It's the one that came with a an arm and a pop filter and is the cylindrical RGB mic. Oh, 1 second, I gotta go turn the light on. Be right back. Does it have a smiley face on the pop filter? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, the lighting at the moment is quite terrible, but I'm pretty sure that it does have that, yes. Oh, yep, there we go. I put my... oh, not only does it have a smiley face, it has little dimples on the smiley face, too. Yep. That's the one that I have. Okay. Burton, what are you doing? There we go. Okay. No, I'm pretty happy with this microphone. I have not had any issues with it so far, and you know, I'm really kind of surprised how the how the remix model has been so cooperative since I had that power fail like an hour ago. To those of to those who missed it, I had a literal power fail and lost internet for okay, hello. I had a literal power fail and lost internet for a good half hour, and it took a while to get stream back up and running, but here we go. We're back. I held on to it. Yeah, I love their headset. For 57 Canadian money, it's very clear and very nice. I'm happy that it worked out for you. I'm pretty sure that I have a pair of Sennheiser headphones. I don't remember the specific. Sorry, I just got dragged away. You got dragged away for Thai food? I'm a little bit envious now, Moabi. You, what do I have to do to get signed up to get dragged away for Thai food? I want to get dragged away if it ends up with me getting Thai food. Respectfully. Okay. So, Era, I was in the middle of showing you, was it the resources that are used and the resources that are burned through in your production modules? Okay, so let's go take a look at this. Anything that's in the production column right here is stuff that you're going to be using up. If we want to look at things that are actually being created, like right over here in the energy cells, you can see up at the top here, you have the production per hour and consumption per hour, which means that because our production per hour is almost 12,000 and our consumption per hour is roughly 1100, there is a solid, let's be nice for in terms of nice, in terms of math, let's keep it simple and just say that we are producing 11,000 per hour at our current rate. So if we were to go over to the field coils, this product per hour is what this production module is creating. Because I have 3 field coils, and you know what, actually, Era, do you know about how much do you know about habitation modules on factories? That would impact my thing that I want to say just a wee little bit. I just finished off my chicken curry from yesterday. How was your chicken curry, Dapper? Was it delicious? Was it spicy? What kind of vegetables were in it? I always want to talk about food. I want to talk about food so much that wait, hold on. To those of you who didn't see it yesterday, 3, 2, 1. Oop. I have a toggle for when I am cooking. That's right. I'm trying to move towards having a once a week cooking stream, and that includes having this nice toggle that's running in the meantime. But right now we have to go back. There we go. We're just gonna go back to the HOTUS one. But Asian markets have good price for rice noodles. It's true that if you just go to a specific store, like an international store or an Asian market or the Mexican grocery store or whatever you're talking about, they have the better prices for the most part. But that's a little bit more out of the way for me. Don't get me wrong, I'll go out there and I'll do it because if I want something from there, then yeah, I'll go out and get it. I'm just whining and complaining a little bit. See, don't know anything about habitation modules. I haven't gotten into getting crew for my stations yet. Okay, I can update my explanation a little bit to include that. And if you're ever on my side of the world, I'll take you to some good restaurants. Excellent. It's a promise. It's a promise. I'm if you're on my side of the world, I would like to take you to some good restaurants, but um honestly, the restaurants in my area are only so good. Have a good lurk, Flu Flu. I'm not gonna say that I can cook better than all of the restaurants in my area because, well, I can't. They have access to a lot of ingredients and sauces and cookware that I simply don't have, so they can make certain things better than me for sure. But I but but I really like cooking and I'm gonna keep cooking, and that doesn't really have anything to do with what we're talking about. Okay. It was fantastic. It had chicken, green, yellow, and red peppers, carrots, and potatoes. Hell yeah. Okay, so follow-up question for you, Dapper. What kind of curry was it? Like, was it a Japanese style curry or was it more of an Indian style curry? I know that Japan has a specific spice blend that they like to put into their curry that definitely differs from the Indian spices. So I'm a little bit curious about that. Where was I? I was right over here. Yes, okay. So, um, habitation modules. Yes. What habitation modules will get you, Era, is a plain and simple increase in the amount of output for your production modules. This station is a bad example for what I'm gonna show off. So let me go find one that's a little bit better. I think my refined metal factories would show this off better. Okay, yes, here we go. Perfect. Half of the time it's just technique, half of the time. True. That's you were absolutely correct, Moabi. Oh. There we go. You know, congratulations to Nova for being first in the post power loss portion of the stream. Good luck next time, everybody. That's right. Because the stream had a 30-minute going away, and the first has been up for grabs for the past while now, actually. Congrats, Nova. All right, so I win. Yep, you definitely won. Hey, Nova. Hey, Nova. We have a new emote. We have a new emote, Moabi, if you don't mind, because you know this is your this is your emote, Moabi. See, yep. Oh, look at that little goober. Oh, Nova found it. Nova found the new emote. Look at that little guy. Don't you just wanna pick him up and give him, I don't know, what do you do with cute things? You want to pick him up. You just want to give him some uppies. Play airplane with him, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure there's something else that you could. All right, Nova. That's a pretty good combination right there. Okay. All right. I approve. You have the official Icarus seal of approval on that emote combination right there. Congratulations. Hug the goober. Japanese style curry, and I use golden curry cubes for the spices. I'm actually realizing that I've never made real curry before. Like, I'm sure that I've made something that resembles curry, but I've never actually made a real curry. I went to an Indian spice store last year and I grabbed a few kinds of things and I tried to make like an Indian curry, which turned out pretty good, but I think that's a little bit different. It was tasty, don't get me wrong, but it's still just a little bit different. Hug the goober? Yes. You hug the goober. You hug the Icarus emote that is throwing it back right there. That's exactly right. Ah, turn it into a Pokemon. Turn one into a Pokemon. The combination. We can look into doing that. You know what? The person who did the Kaboom animated emote, I think also has something very similar to capturing something with a Pokeball. And if you don't know which emote I'm talking about, it is that one. That is my Kaboom emote. Just a plain, simple explosion. Kaboom. I really wish that I had that emote when I was still working through um hard space shipbreaker. My replay of it on stream. Holy Nova. That's an entirely different kind of emote combination right there. What are you trying to have little uppies Icarus do to Kiba? That is my son, damn it. What is this? Wait, hold on. What do you think you're doing up there? I have a shocked face now. I can put on my shocked face when I want to do things like this. Kaboom. Exactly. Kaboom. Oh yeah. The going out and oh. Perfect. There we go. We got the little sushi Kuros. That's a good one too. Mowabi, what are you doing in a bubble? Oop, Mowabi did. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't do this earlier. There we go. What am I thinking? On-screen celebration? Is that a thing? I know that's a thing, but how does that work actually? Huh. I don't think I noticed anything happen. Wait, is that a spinny emote? Oh my god, it just keeps going. You spin me right. Oh. Oh. Oh, there you go, Era. There you go. That's a fantastic combination right there. There you go. You must I'm not gonna tell you guys to go out and lick the Riz, but that's absolutely what's going on in that emote combination right there. That also gets the Icarus stamp of approval. I'm putting my name on it. I'm officially putting my name on it as, yes, I endorse this. It's true. I do. There we go. This is a good stream tonight. I did not expect to have such a good recovery after the power loss, but this is a good stream right now. Thank you all for being here. Okay. I think I was in the middle of explaining something for Era. Let's see. So if I were to pop down into the logical overview for my refined metal factory, you can see that we have a fully stocked out workforce. Now in X4 Foundations, you're never going to have a loss of production on any one of your stations. Like if I were to just remove every single worker from this habitation module on this station, then oh, I can't properly show it off because, well, I can show it off over here. So what you can see is that the current number of workers that can occupy this habitat are 765. The capacity is 1,000. The optimal number that will help out is 765, so that is what we worked up to. As long as you have workers in your habitats, you need to make sure that you have food and medicine for them. At best, it will help you grow your workforce up to the optimal number. At worst, they will start disappearing from from your habitation module because you can't keep them safe and full of food. So, what do they actually do? They they give, where is it? Can't actually see it right here, but expected change? Don't worry about the expected change. Workforce efficiency. I don't think that's it actually. I need then increase production. We always have to increase production, Dapper. There is always a need for more production. There is not too much in this game. Okay. Hey, there we go. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted because it shows off the efficiency. We are operating at 143% efficiency because we have a workforce that is at optimal. 100% workforce efficiency means that we are getting an additional 2,664 refined metals per hour from just 3 production modules. Normally that would only be like 6,300, but we've managed to bump it all the way up to 9,000 by having a well-stocked habitation module on board. But can you see how much your miners are bringing in per hour? Okay, so it's a little bit tough to see because it's at the bottom of the screen and the stream avatars are there, but right down here, do you see where I'm highlighting this economy statistics for station? You could actually click this and pop open a graph. And if we were to go over to, not the trade offer prices or the amounts, but if we were to go pop open this storage level, then what we could do is say, look at the last 24 hours worth of storage on here. And if I only cared about not refined metals or energy cells, but this is how much ore that we've had on board in this station over the past day. So you can roughly see, it took a while, but we started bringing in a lot more. Then we used it. There was a decrease for some reason, and we brought it back up. It's kind of been up and down, but this will give you a rough idea of how much your miners are bringing in per hour. To get a specific how much are they bringing in per hour, I'm not exactly sure if that's something that X4 will give you, but this is at least in the right area. It's easier to show with the calculator. True. Absolutely easier for that. Management accounts? Nah, I don't care about that. Don't care about that either. Okay. We're good with that part then. Did I answer your question, Ira? I think I got off on a little bit of a tangent there, but I think I answered it. Apparently because it can go up to 5 sectors away and that takes time to travel. True. And just because I like talking about X4, I'm gonna explain what Dapper means about that. So if I were to go to this station, my refined metal factory number 2, and I were to go take a look at the crew, we can see that the manager of this one, Jose Dressen, has a management level of basically 4 stars. Now, what does that actually mean for me? It means that if I were to go take a look at the... Are you having some trouble right now? Yeah, you're getting beat up a little bit. Luckily, you're only getting beat up by medium and small. What's that? Cock ships? You don't have to run away. Fight back. You're not going to win. You're probably not going to destroy the ships, but you don't have to run away from them, my guy. See? What was I in the middle of saying? Oh, yes, that's right. So, if we were to go over to the behaviors tab for this mining ship that is associated with this station, and keeping in mind that the manager for this station is at management level 4. If I go look over in the behavior tab here, and for this one, I'm actually going to have to hide myself for a second. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I'll be right back. Boop. So, right down over here in the default behavior tab, you can see that it is on auto mine, and the max gate distance to gather resources is set to 4. It can move all the way to 4 jump gates away because the manager has a high enough level for it to do that. Your management level equals how far away can they go look for whatever it is that they need to be looking for. But you can switch to the info on the left instead. That's true. I could do that. I remember accidentally doing that at one point. Oh, half hour. We gotta save real quick. There we go. This is exactly why I save the game every half hour, because we had that power loss earlier, and if I hadn't saved before a half hour, I would have lost so much more than roughly 10 to 15 minutes worth of progress, which would have been a little bit upsetting. Not the end of the world, but a little bit upsetting. Not 4 gates, but 4 large hex gates. Okay, that's a fair point, Dapper. So, wait, what? Hold on, I thought it was small hex gates count as 1. For example, all 3 ground exchanges count as the same. They do? Oh, okay. I thought it was every time you go through a jump gate, that counts as 1. So if you wanted to go from Black Hole Sun 5 up to 18 billion, it would be 1, 2, 3 jumps away. No, just the large gates? Okay. That I did not know. Thank you very much for sharing that, Dapper. You see, this is why I like X4, because I'm like 500 to 600 hours into the game at this point, lifetime, and I am just now learning that about the game. There is a ton of stuff about this game that I just do not know that I would like to know more about. Okay. What do we have going on? What was I in the middle of doing? Black hole to grand exchange to 18 billion is only 2 for the manager. Wait, hold on. That's awesome. That was a little bit more shocked, angry shock than the kind of shock that I was going for. But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I still like this model. I can't wait to go tell the artist after this, hey, I stopped having all those performance issues just after I lost power for a half hour and corrupted the remix file. And then when I downloaded the new one, everything was working perfectly. That was a really weird way to fix the problem, but I'm glad that we're good now. We'll keep an eye on it over the next few streams to make sure that it stays good, but I'm very happy about that. Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of actually setting up the logical overview for my field coils. Station configuration? No, not the station configuration. Go back. I said go back. Okay. Malicious compliance right there. It went back, all right. Okay. So we're just going to hide the economy statistics. What I was in the middle of doing was making sure that I'm right 11,800. Plasma conductors we only need 720. I like to have a little bit of a buffer though, just in case. So let's go ahead and say 1,000. Okay, that's good. Quantum tubes, also 1,000. Already taken care of. Okay, thank you, past me, for handling that. Food rations? that I'm going to bump up to 2,000. Go ahead and buy all of that. Medical supplies, we're also going to bump it up to 2,000. There we go. Workforce is on the rise, and it's going to keep going on the rise because I have a steady supply of food rations and medical supplies going into it. Field coils, though, go ahead and start offloading the field coils. They're not going to actually start offloading it because I have to go into trading outpost number 1 over here and update its logical overview. 1, to make space for the field coils, but 2, to make sure that, we actually have room for them. So, field coils, confirm. Then we just have to go up here, turn off automatic, make sure that we can store 20,000. Buy all 20,000 from anybody. I don't really care who. Sell all but 1 to anybody. I do not care. Just make me money. Go make me money. That's what I desire in this game. So I could technically have an energy cell station in Venus, and my other station in Saturn 2 can take from the station in Venus? Oh, you mean like you're producing your wares? Oh wait, hold on. I can do a little bit better than just words. What's a good one? Okay, this is a good one. So you can see right over here that I have another trading outpost that I'm trying to beef up over here, and it has a hull part factory that is in the process of being built. It's not quite ready to start producing yet, but this can only take in the refined metals and the graphenes needed to create the hull parts. What I'm actually doing is having this intermediary trading outpost that this is going to pull resources from, and to actually get the refined metals and the graphene into my trading outpost over here, it's probably refined metals and water's over here, so graphene is, yep, graphene over here. So I have mining and trading ships that continuously on repeat orders, and if you don't know what repeat orders are, I can easily explain what those are. You have to be careful, Moabi. Don't you stick your little Icarus fingers in the fire now. That's gonna give you quite the ouchie. You have to be careful. Proper fire safety is a pretty serious topic, actually. I mean, we'll go ahead and just call it the silly arson joke for most of the time, but you gotta be careful about that shit. If the station manager on either side is 5, yes, but it takes a lot of time to travel. True. That's one of the weaknesses about my setup right here. Like, I have a ton of graphene being produced in this station over here. Like, I've got 16,000 ready to go, but my ship that moves all of that, and I'm looking for graphene 3. There we go. This is the large ship that I have that for the rest of time until I tell it to stop doing this or the ship gets destroyed, it's going to be doing this repeat order where it buys graphene from my graphene factory as much as it can carry, and it just goes and sells it to trading outpost 3, goes buys more and transfer. That is how I'm getting graphene from one station down here in Pious Mists 4 over here to Pious Mist 2, where my central trading outpost is going to be, because I had the idea, and I'm going to stick with this, that moving a whole bunch of resources in the same sector, like from trading outpost 3 2 hull parts for, like I have over here, we have a ton of resources that are available in Trading Outpost number 1 right now, and just moving ships back and forth in-house between all of these would be a lot easier than getting the resources from who knows where to any of these production stations. Do I know that this is a smart way to handle it? I don't know. But it's what I wanted to do, and I'm sticking with it for right now. No, I'm gonna put out the fire. Okay, thank you for your proper fire safety, Bobby. Just remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Tell me that reference wasn't too old for people. That is a pretty iconic reference right there. You got somebody has to know what I'm referencing. Please tell me that at least somebody knows what I'm referencing. Please. Probably going to stick to buying from the existing Terran trade station. That is a perfectly fine choice, Era. It is less micromanaging that you have to do at the cost of, well, a slightly increased cost, because the Terrans are probably going to try and get a little bit more money out of you. Smokey the Bear? Yes. Thank you, Arcos. I can't believe that Khan didn't know what floppy disks or Plinko were the other day. Neither floppy disks nor Plinko are that old or that obscure of a thing that it's like, oh, I have no idea what the. She's very young. True. She is pretty young. There we go. I'm saying early 20s is young nowadays. There you go. Honestly, on the topic of that, I would absolutely consider somebody who is under 25 to be young. You are still a kid in my eyes. It feels like I didn't really stop maturing and growing until roughly the 25 mark, which, you know, makes sense. I think that is an accurate thing for a lot of people. I just turned 27 last year. You're so young, Era. You're so young. I mean, I know that I act like a 70-year-old man, and I'm gonna keep doing that because in spirit, I'm absolutely a grandpa and I'm absolutely a grandpa and the old guy of the group. It's just what I do. It's who I am. I am at peace with this. I'm not trying to complain about it. I'm not trying to change it. That's fine with me. I agree that the early 20s is all about drinking and partying. I mean, every movie that I've seen would absolutely want you to think that your early 20s are all about going out and partying and getting super drunk and not knowing who you woke up with the next day. That's not how I spent my early 20s though. It's definitely not how I spent mine. I don't really regret that either. I'm fine with how I spent my early 20s. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. We have the. This should be up and running at this point, so let's go ahead and. Not the logical overview. We don't need that. Rename. We can drop the work in progress tag off the front of that. That's perfectly good. All part factory. Have I been yapping for so? Okay. I was about to say. I know that I've been yapping a lot tonight, but I didn't think that these very big, they have a lot going on. Actually, the dock and at least one production module are done. I mean, if that's the case, then we can go ahead and get something started over here. Yeah, okay. All right, we need 3 medium trading ships. Stat, pronto. Move faster, damn it. Okay, let's go buy some ships, some medium Mercuries. Give them the medium preset. That's fine with me. Shopping list. I would like 3 of them. Did I just delete that? I'm pretty sure I just deleted them instead of adding them to my shopping list. Add the shopping list. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes. $2 million? I'll gladly pay $2 million. Purchase. There we go. I'd say that we are being successful in this playthrough because in the time that I've been okay, so at the beginning of the stream, we managed to get up to roughly 250 million space bucks, like you can see in the upper left corner over here underneath my in-game name of Val Selton, which is something that I never changed after the game started. But that's not the point. What we're saying is that we started about $250 million, and then we spent almost $35 million on multiple upgrades, multiple new stations. And in the time that I've been just yapping away with you guys, we're already back up to 230 million. That is the passive income that I've been working towards for the past year in this game. Yes, I've been playing this game for probably a year at this point. This is episode 47 already. Can you believe that? Episode 47, damn it. Do I have an end? Do I have a last episode in mind for this? No, not at all. Because, well, I'm not going to say we barely scratched the surface. That would be a little bit inaccurate of a statement. But I will say that I have a lot of stuff that I want to do in this game, and because everything is so slow to go in this game, okay, sure. It gives me something to do for a very long time on stream, and I already like X4, so that's even better for me. I'm making $1 million per hour right now. Let's go. You know, out of curiosity, player information. No, I don't care about statistics. Where are the charts? I want to see charts. Not account management. Not personnel management. Transaction log? There we go. Okay. This is what I'm talking. These are the charts that I want to see. Okay, now let me show more. There we go. So, time in minutes, 180 minutes ago, that's roughly 3 hours. That's roughly the beginning of the stream. So you could see that we had that gigantic 30-ish million increase from the the ship procurement mission coming through, which put us at roughly 141. Wait, no. At roughly 250 million space bucks. We had 3 big purchases. We had a ton of 20 small ships and 2 brand new stations, which means we had a pretty big loss that dropped us all the way down to, what's this? 212 million space bucks. However, we've been on the very slow rise, getting back up to it, and we're already back to 232 over the past 90-ish minutes. So what is that? 212 up to, let's just say, 233. 20 million in 90 minutes. So 12 million in an hour, I think. If my math is correct. It doesn't sound correct. It's close to 12 though. Question, how do I make my station send the profits directly to me? Easy. I know the answer to that one. Okay, so if I were to go to look at any one of my stations, let's see. Hull part factory would be a good example of this. So what I have going on here is that hull parts can be bought and sold only with me, which means that energy cells can be bought and sold only with me. This is a bad station to showcase this, but what I have found, and honestly, I'm not 100% sure why that's the case, but stations that have production modules on them tend to keep their station accounts uh, held on. They don't really move the money outside of them, but any trades and sells that are coming out of my trading outpost, if I pop open this one, pull up the economy for it, trade offer amounts, management accounts, storage, blah blah blah. Any money that comes out of a trade from my trading outposts goes directly into my overall wallets up here. But any of the individual stations that are producing things that go to the trading outpost, they hold on to the money. I'm honestly not 100% sure why that's the case. Dapper, do you happen to know that one off the top of your head? I was wanting to make cash from Terrans um, versus the Antigon and Argon and Getsufune. They were both buying ships from and starting fighting each other outside of my shipyard, and I would just take the wrecks to my. Holy, that is efficient right there. God damn that is the level of Does that fall under the banner of capitalism? Actually, it's the level of efficiency that I would like to get in this game eventually. I think if I wanted to do any kind of recycling, the best choice for me, at least, not Silent Witness, but yeah, the Tikva's choice. It would be pretty easy to set up a. Well, I already have the defense platform over here, and honestly, I haven't really seen too much in the way of Xenon trying to come in through this gate recently. Oh, handbrake? Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and save the game. It's fine to overwrite it. I will turn on the what you call it? The ad break I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna stretch it out one last time. We'll be back momentarily. Okie dokie. What a fantastic ad break. Welcome back from ad jail, everybody. Let's see. Let me play catch up on some of these things I missed. Let's see. You need 2 to 3 times what they were asking for the run to the station before they start giving you a check. So if they are asking for 1 million to run the station, it's either 2 or 3 million they have to get before they start giving you, and I'm leaning towards 2 in this. Oh, the how to get money to land in your account based on the expected amount of money that they think that it takes to run the station. Yes, okay. Is that how it works under the hood? I don't think I ever actually knew that. Don't overgive them cash or it will count if they're asking for 1 million. You give 2 and then they want to get a check until 4 million. Mine's asking for 2.3, so it's probably going to have to wait until there's like 7 million. That's a hefty sum right there. Something like that is 90% sure, but 2 times, but 10% of me thinks that it's 3 times without looking up. So you probably only need to get up to roughly 4.5. But Google says 3 times. Damn it. 3 times the asking budget before they just start putting money in my account? Unacceptable. Out of curiosity, if I pop over into my player information tab and look at not my empire, not statistics, account management, there we go. Okay. Now, I'm sure not going to accept all of their, okay. Where is reset? No, I don't want to hit reset. Some of you guys have a lot of money, and I want to take that money because it is very useful for me to have the money rather than you to have the money. Ah, damn it, look at that. Gonna head to bed though. It's nearing 4 a.m. Holy. Well, we are about to raid out because it is about 9 p.m. and that is my normal cutoff time. So let me find somebody that we can raid out to. If anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. We'll find somebody that we can raid out to. They're out there somewhere. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it's gonna be somebody. I appreciate all the help. Of course, if you have any X4 questions, feel free to ask in chat or in the Discord. I will do what I can to help answer your questions. Let's see. Lately, what I've been doing is I've just been going and picking out a random VTuber to raid out to. Just anybody who catches my eye. Good night. Okay, have a good night, Era. Thank you for stopping by. Who could I raid out to? Who looks interesting to raid out to? Oh no, this one's interesting. What are you doing? You are doing miniatures and models? Okay. I mean, I like the idea of miniatures and models, and they're doing a Gundam-looking model? Hell yeah. Okay. That's good for me. We're gonna raid this person. Okay. Copy. And raid channel. Search the name. There we go. And start. Okie dokie. So we had a little bit of an unexpected oops daisy tonight with the power loss, but we did get back to it. It took a solid half hour, but we managed to get back to it, and I'm glad that I did what I could to get back to the stream because I had a lot of fun in this. I had a lot of fun overall tonight, but especially in the second half. So what do we have going on for the next couple days? If I were to check my schedule, I can see that we have we have space engineers with Tal and Kiba tomorrow. I'm looking forward to continuing Space Engineers, but it's a real nasty learning curve right now with Space Engineers. There is just so much being thrown at us. However, that's what I like in a video game. I like a steep learning curve, not a difficult game, a steep learning curve. It's a little bit different. So hopefully that's going to be fine. Let me put together a quick raid message. Power loss didn't stop us. Raid emote. There we go. That's gonna be okay. I'm stammering. Okay, goodbye.